This is Hnos Sport bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what on the next. We keeping the foot on the what on the next. You won't play though. We already got two in the queue, dog. This is the premiere show on YouTube, dog. Richy Rich, man, talk to these people in the building. What's up, man? Let's get the salutations out the way, dog.
What's good? He knows. How's everything going, man? How you all doing in the chat? Looking forward to having this thing popping again, discussing these topics about what's going on with the finals. Kyrie, Kevin Durant, LeBron James. It don't matter who we talking about, man. We're gonna go deep into these topics today, man. So hopefully
Come
you
on.
all join in the show and give us that feedback. That's what's up.
That's what's up,
Let's
man.
go.
Anthony L. So the hate starts yet again. Dog. This is a LeBron card. I can smell the LBJ Riders media. Dog. You literally riding LeBron James sack. Dog. I can already smell that off of you. Kyrie and Durant will never win anything. Both of them are jealous of LeBron. Two Robins wanting to be Batman would never mix. Are you freaking kidding me? That's why your ass ran and tucked your ass up out of this line. No, stay and take the fire and the heat of the damn kitchen, dog. LeBron James is the high octane beta, aka alpha wannabe, dog. What Kyrie Irving did, Kyrie Irving basically did a passive aggressive situation on LeBron James that has always existed from the interim, that has always existed from the basically the full dichotomy of what LeBron James is. Kyrie Irving told the truth. I bailed LeBron James ass out. I'm the reason why LeBron James in clutch moments is what he is because Kyrie Irving had to remind the basketball world. And see, this is what people have to understand. This is a prelude. This is a things of coming. This is what the end all be all is going to be. This is what the totality of everything is going to be. When we sit here and we look at Kyrie Irving and we look at Kevin Durant and we look at basketball as its whole and what it's all about, Kyrie Irving told the truth. And the truth that he told was when we sit here, we look at Kevin Durant and we look at LeBron James. Kevin Durant is a guy that I can willingly defer to. Kevin Durant is a guy that I can willingly give the goods to. But when I look at LeBron James, LeBron is not clutch. And we just talked about this on the last live on Wednesday. But y'all, Rudy Poor Plum Plum brains, classic Dolce and troglodytes. Ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric didn't get it. When Kyrie Irving was talking about he bailed LeBron James out, LeBron James is a 46-minute player. This is what he's always been in his NBA career. The last 2 minutes he disappears. This whole clutch criteria, this whole clutch dichotomy, this whole epidemic of what we call clutch, it's not the last 5 minutes of basketball. The last 5 minutes is too long for it to be clutch moments. Clutch moments are what you do in the last 2 minutes of the game. When we think of clutch players in the game of basketball, we think of Reggie Miller. When we think of clutch players in the game of basketball, we think of Magic Johnson. When we think of clutch players in basketball, we think of Larry Bird. When we think of clutch players in basketball, we think of Manu Ginobili. When we think of clutch players in basketball, we think of Chauncey Billups. That's why they called him Big Shot Billups. When we think of clutch players in basketball, we think of Derek Fisher. When we think of clutch players in basketball, we think of Robert Horry. When we think of clutch players in basketball, we think of Kobe Bean Bryant. When we think of clutch players in basketball, we think of Tim Duncan. When we think of clutch players, we think of all of these other players, i.e. Mario Chalmers of the Miami Heat of the world, i.e. Mike Millis, because clutch players, they come in so many different variations, so many different facets, and so many different forms. Dame Dollar, although his defense is shit, he's a clutch player. Derrick Rose, a clutch player, because these guys, they can define the game of basketball in the last 2 minutes. Let me say it again. They can define the game of basketball in the last 2 minutes. LeBron James is allergic to clutch. And Skip Bayless was right when he talked about the clutch gene. The clutch gene is something you can study. It's scientific. And the reason for that is because you have to have what's called biology. You have to have what's called a living organism that is in your corporeal being, i.e., your carnal body. You need that because it's something that has to be in your bloodline. It's not something that you can manufacture. So he knows the sport cringes when we hear that LeBron James was able to graduate to a clutch level when he was able to get the psychology of a Dwayne Wade, when he was able to get the psychology of a Pat Riley. You don't manufacture clutch. You either are clutch or you don't have it. Because at this level, like the great mentor Eric Thomas said, At this level, you either got it or you don't. We ain't practicing no more, dog. You either got it or you don't. The clutch aspect is a genetic pull line. It's basically like the alpha and the beta pull line. You come out the womb, you either alpha or you either beta. That's the thing with clutch, dog. You either have it or you don't. That's just the bottom line with it. And what people have to understand is LeBron James was never a clutch basketball player. He was the basketball player that was always making the right plays. So when Kyrie Irving came out and said, I bailed LeBron James ass out in clutch situations, I'm the reason why LeBron James was able to get that safety blanket NBA title that he got. Kawhi Leonard told the damn, I'm saying Kawhi, Kyrie Irving told the damn truth. Because Kyrie Irving was robbed of a finals MVP. He knows the sport will keep the damn proverbial foot on the what? On the necks. He knows the sport will keep the proverbial foot on the what? On the necks. And into bedded mastiff style. The reason why I have to do that is because I have to remind you, Rudy Poole and Purple Brains, you classic Dolce and you troglodytes, you ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, that when it's all said and done, we have to ask ourselves an underlying question. We have to ask ourselves an underlying truth. We have to ask ourselves an underlying undercurrent here. When Kyrie Irving dropped 35 points, that helped the Cleveland Cavaliers get past the Golden State Warriors. You have to see the points that Kyrie Irving dropped, the emphatic points that he dropped, in the situational games of basketball that he dropped it, and why he should be the finals MVP. Kyrie Irving also dropped 241 points back to back. That sealed the damn deal. So how is Kyrie Irving not validated because he was robbed of an NBA Finals MVP to not tell you that I carried LeBron James? I carried this LeChoker. I carried this 3 for 9. No, my bad. 3 for 10. Because remember, you are guilty until proven innocent in the court of a heinous sport law. What I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? Hear me? Well, you are guilty in the court of the heinous sport law until proven innocent. And what do I mean by that, folks? What I'm trying to say is this. LeBron James is guilty. And the reason why LeBron James is guilty is because he's 3 for 10, Richy Rich. Until he can prove that he is 4 for 10, guess what? You know why I have 3 for 10? Because he's been to the NBA Finals 10 times and he's only won 3 times. He has to prove that he can earn 40%, even though that's still 10% less than the upper echelon of the pantheon of greatness, right? He still has to prove it. So you know what just happened when LeBron James entered this NBA Finals, Richy Rich? He dropped his NBA Finals percentage, dog, to 30%, dog. So now he has to prove that he can get it to 40. Because right now, I don't care what anybody tell me. LeBron is 3 for 10, y'all. Not 3 for 9. He's 3 for 10. That's 30% abysmal NBA Finals average. Salute to you, Juanetta Jones. That's why she said 100, damn near 1, 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. Now that's the real 8 right there. She said it 8 times. Because the number 8 means new beginnings, y'all. And in new beginnings fashion, LeBron James is 3 for 10. Hey, Jaliktheleader, bring your rabbit ass in this damn live, dog. Don't run. Don't run. Don't hide. Because you know what Kyrie Irving said. We're going to ramalang your ass. I'm in ether mode, dog. I'm in that ether. That shit that make your soul burn slow, dog. Is it Lud Diddy or Lud Daddy or Lud Dummy? Or I don't get it. What's his name? Lil Puffy? Dog, we ready to get on your ass, dog. The bottom line is this, man. And it's most cold-hearted, and it's most unadulterated, and it's most cutthroat truth teller fashion. LeBron James is 30% NBA Finals average. And like Jay-Z said, and that's so lame. That shit is like garbage, dog. That's why when you saw that Kyrie Irving said, I bailed your ass out, I'm the reason why you got that NBA Finals. I'm the reason why when you came back to the land, you was respected. Where was all of this? LeBron James was graduated to clutch level and he learned something from Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley. Where was that in the Cleveland Cavaliers, y'all? If Kyrie Irving didn't drop 35 and he didn't drop 2 41-point games, LeBron James would not have an NBA title with the Cleveland Cavaliers. If it wasn't for Kyrie Irving doing his razzling and dazzling and exploiting the high-octane beta, a.k.a. Alpha Wannabe and Stephen Curry, and exploiting that mismatch, This is why He Knows the Sport always says a Stephen Curry is not for real. A Stephen Curry is truly a number two, just like a damn LeBron James. See, people didn't get the memo. They didn't get the notice. LeBron James has always been a number two masquerading as a number one. Let me say it again. LeBron James has always been a number two masquerading as a number one. Juanetta, I love this game as a sister, just like you. Anyways, the bottom line is this: what people got to understand when it's in its most cold-hearted, and its most cutthroat, and its most truth-telling fashion is this: when we sit here and we look at what Kyrie Irving said about LeBron James, he told the truth. And see what you seeing, Richie Rich, is the truth keeps coming out after the lies. When they tried to sit here, LBJ Riders Media, you saw what they did? They went on this soliloquy with Shannon Sharp. They went on this soliloquy with Stephen A. Smith. They went on this soliloquy with Brian Windhorst. They went on this soliloquy with Nick Wright. Now I'm going to tell you the remix of what their names are. They went on this soliloquy with Shannon Unsharp or Shannon Not Sharp. They went on this soliloquy with Stephen A. Snake. They went on this soliloquy with Brian Wynn Nutsack. That's right. He's the left nutsack of LeBron James, because this is the guy that tells you he has the autobiography of LeBron James. They went on this soliloquy with Nick Rome. All of these guys was getting ready to say that LeBron James was NBA GOAT. Then Floyd Mayweather shows up on Club Shay Shay. You know what Club Shay Shay is, right? That's Shannon Sharp show, Richie. Richie, you know what he said? If I had to pick between MJ and I had to pick between LeBron, I'm picking MJ all day. And then he asked Floyd Mayweather why. You know Floyd Mayweather, Richie Rich. If there's anybody that's qualified, calculated, quantified, and verified to talk on the MJ's greatness, because he's an MJ in boxing, is Floyd Money Mayweather. He said because LeBron lacks killer instinct. Boom. That's a punch to the uppercut, dog. That's an uppercut to the damn gut. Then Kyrie Irving comes back and says, I bailed out LeBron James. See, when I played with LeBron James, I had to hit the clutch baskets. That's facts. That's truth-telling fashion right there. That's cold-hearted. That's unadulterated. And that's cutthroat truths, because we watched the NBA Finals. We saw what Kyrie Irving was doing. He did all of the damn heavyweight lifting. He was the damn, when it's all said and done, he was the damn, when it's all said and done, the clutch guy, the closer. That's what he was. But you heard what he said. When I played with Kevin Durant, I didn't need to have to do no bailout situation, because I defer willingly. Because just like there's levels to this beta shit, there's levels to this alpha shit. Just like there's levels to guys that are not clutch, there's levels to guys that are clutch. And when we look at the clutch aspect of Kyrie Irving, he's a grade B clutch level player. But Kevin Durant is a grade A. So Richie Rich, I want your take on this, man. What you got to say about Kyrie Irving and what he had to say about LeBron James and Kevin Durant, bro?
Well, I mean, Kyrie Irving's comments, they were true, man. But you know, we know he hit the big shots when he was in Cleveland. He had a phenomenal performance in the finals, where he had two 41-point games, and all those players in the Warriors, man, they couldn't stop him. All them dudes was food. He was going at each and every one of those dudes. They were throwing Steph at him, Clay at him, Dre at him, and none of those guys could stop him. But I'm kind of taken back by Kyrie's comments, man, because he's the type of dude, he says something and then he goes back on it, because he quickly went to Instagram and they asked him if he was taking a dig at LeBron, and he denied it, man. He also said, "Why are you trying to pit brother against brother?" So I'm trying to figure out what Kyrie meant by that. It could have been passive aggressiveness, but people don't like when you wishy-washy, man. If you're gonna say something, you gotta stick to what you say, man. Mm-hmm. If you're taking a dig at the dude, man, hey man, let that thing stick. Don't come back and go to Instagram like he publicly did last night. I mean, he said the comments and then he publicly went to Instagram. He said he wasn't taking a shot at LeBron James, and he doesn't like how the media is trying to pit brother against brother. Mm-hmm. And he also had a moment last year. 2 seasons ago, when he was still a member of the Boston Celtics, the year that his second year as a member of the Boston Celtics, where he said he called LeBron James and he apologized to him because he was in this. We all know that his time in Boston wasn't great. I mean, he had potential to do something special that first season, but he went down with injury. Him and Gordon Hayward went down with injury. That team could have probably did something special because those young players were able to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. We don't know what would have happened if Kyrie Irving and Hayward didn't go down with serious injuries. But that's what happened, and it didn't work out. But I remember him apologizing to LeBron James because he was saying that uh, he now sees what LeBron had to go through when he was a leader, when he was the leader of the Cavs, when he was leading him, Kyrie, along with Kevin Love and those other cats that was on the team. And he just wanted to apologize. I'm like, Kyrie, why are you doing that? I mean, you done left this cat. You done said what you said about this dude. Like, you didn't want to play with that dude anymore because you felt that you weren't getting the credit that you deserved because you were had some heavy lifting on that team as well. Also, I mean, he left because he thought that was going to be his team, and LeBron came and pretty much took everything. So he felt some type of way, but he kind of went back. That's the thing. Like, I remember when KD came out and made his comments about LeBron James and the media when he was saying that the media around LeBron is toxic. And the media kept trying to, get at Kevin Durant for him to like change his words. Kevin Durant didn't change anything. And then that led to LeBron James calling KD himself. And KD stuck to his guns. He didn't change up. He didn't switch up. I respect KD because of that. Because he didn't. LeBron was like, you know what? That's KD. KD said what he said, and that's what he thinks about me. And you could see that LeBron was bothered by the comments and was bothered by the conversation he had with KD. But he know KD is a dude that is legit, and that's a dude that destroyed him back-to-back years in the finals, and he can't come at KD any kind of way. But Kyrie Irving won with LeBron James, and LeBron James could, even though Kyrie Irving hit those game-winning shots, LeBron could basically still come at him and said, "Well, you wouldn't have the opportunity if I wasn't on the team with you." Because before that, Cleveland they was not a contending team. He's kind of giving he's kind of giving LeBron James he's making LeBron kind of look good in the light here because yeah, he hit the big shot, but before LeBron James went on that team was a lottery team, man. They weren't nothing until LeBron came back. You know what I'm saying? And then they were able to get more pieces. Without LeBron going there, guys wouldn't have been interested to go there. Like Kevin Love, he was able to bring guys and make moves to make that team competitive. And we all know, the more players you have on your roster that are able to do things, it's going to give Kyrie Irving the opportunity to have a shot like that down the stretch to make. And that's the opportunity Kyrie was able to get, and he made it. And all credit in the world to Kyrie. But my issue with Kyrie is stop. If you're gonna say something, man, hold to your gun. Stop switching up, because it makes you look wishy-washy out in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially since in that Boston year, you showed that you couldn't really lead a team, man. You need a true alpha there with you. That's what KD is. I think their situation over there this upcoming season, after this season is over, is going to be much better. And it looks like they might come out in the East, man. If KD is at least 80 to 90 of the percent of a player that he is, I believe they're coming out in the East. Because you see, look who came out the East. I'm not dissing Miami. Miami earned their spot in the finals, but a team out there with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, come on now, man. Listen, they're gonna sew up that conference. But to close it, man, Kyrie, man, stop switching on your words. I don't like that, man. I don't like. I thought I was reading that. I was like, yeah, that he looked like he taking a dig at LeBron. Then you gonna come back and he gonna say, man, I'm not taking a dig at LeBron. Y'all trying to pit brother against brother. And now he's got people like, what are you doing?
All right. Jaliktheleader, what's up, man? Talk to us, brother.
What's poppin', man? Shout out to He Knows His Sports. the best publicist. If you need a publicist, bro, hire this guy. He will have you on top of your game. You can lose 10 years in a row. He still will make you the best brand in the world. Shout out to Richy Rich. I mean, yeah, I had to teach y'all, man. I told you about Doc Rivers, bro. You'll learn the game. You'll learn the, but I heard you talking about Kyrie Irving. I'm curious to know who's going to be the leader of the team because both of their leadership qualities is a little off. Now, talent-wise, they good. Kyrie Irving play like he in a rucker. You know what I mean? He played like the 80s where one guy got the ball dribbling. That's the old. He don't really move the ball. He can't move. He can't play without the ball. So he has to play point guard. I mean, he don't got defense. And he also is very vulnerable. But Kevin Durant, I hope he come back better than he was before the thing. I did read something where Steve Nash said that he's going to be playing a lot of different positions, which is great. And I also recently seen where Kyrie Irving said that something in a reference where they're going to be working together with different coaching and experiences and different things like that. So I wasn't surprised that they hired Steve Nash because Steve Nash has a great relationship with Kevin Durant going back to his time at Golden State. So I wish him the best, but I don't really know. But I heard you. How many compliments did you give LeBron today, Richy? You know it's hard for you to give LeBron compliments. How many compliments you gave LeBron today, bro? I can't hear you. Somebody.
I didn't really give him a compliment. I didn't really give him a compliment. I just said that he went back to Cleveland and he was able to win the title. That's all.
Now, because you know it's hard for you to give LeBron compliments, and I hear he knows his sports still talking about that agenda. Like he can win 7 championships, but he gonna say Jordan was better because Jordan's win percentage. But it's all good though. It's all good, bro. You can't make him. It's all good, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta be 100%. The only way to be better than Jordan, you gotta be 100% in the finals, win 7 rings, and get like 6 MVPs and
now you talking.
Defensive player. That's the only way to be better than Jordan, bro.
Now you talking. You learning though. You learning. You learning.
And discount greatness, delete. You can't. If we lower in the bar, if a guy can't be better with less championships, less finals.
Let me chop suey both of y'all asses up. Richy Rich, I'm gonna chop suey your ass up too because you talking reckless about Kyrie, dog. Listen, man, it's the bottom line. Richy Rich, you started off good, then you just forgot. See, this is the thing people gotta understand. This is for I love this game, and this is for Winetta because they got these two sisters got that high mental aptitude, so they understand mental aptitude when it comes to looking at the bigger picture. You see, Rip B. Brazy, he knows the sport exactly. Now everybody's seeing the picture for what it is, dog. Listen, man, I'm gonna say it like this. And I love this game. I love you to death, but I got to get on you, sweetie, with that KD. You touch Kevin Durant, I don't care who it is, though. You got to get Ethan and Mert. So we're gonna talk about that too. Now, before I get to that, let's talk about this right now. Here's the bottom line. This ain't no publicist here. This is truth-telling fashion, man, in its most cold-hearted, in its most unadulterated, and its most cutthroat truth-telling fashion. That's why it's called truth-telling, because it's the truth of the fact of the matter. And what is that? Richy Rich, he lost it. Kyrie Irving played LeBron James game right back at LeBron. It's called passive-aggressive. LeBron does this all the time via the 27th law of power. He'll say something, then he'll take it back, but he didn't mean to take it back because he comes back later on and then restates he restates his statement on something, meaning that means he never had any intentions of taking it back. The reason why, yeah, damn right, I love this game. I'm gonna go ahead and get them shots on KD, but I gotta touch this Kyrie Irving right now. The reason why is because of this. You have to look at the underlying truths here, Richy Rich, that you miss. Kyrie Irving knows that LeBron James is playing in the NBA Finals. Rick B. Brazy, you're going to love this. LeBron James don't do well with roller coasters in his brain. We've already seen this to be true. When you say something about LeBron James, it makes him feel some type of way. Richy Rich just said that. LeBron went and called Kevin Durant. Do you want to know why Kyrie Irving did what he did and then came back and said, we brothers, they trying to pit us against one another? Kyrie Irving didn't take back what he said. Notice he never said, I didn't mean what I didn't. It's not that I didn't mean it like that. He did tell the truth. He did state that LeBron James had to be bailed out by his clutch factor. Listen, they're basically saying LeBron James is GOAT. This is the debate, y'all. What Kyrie Irving did in timely fashion, in napalm fashion, was he wanted to remind people that part of the criteria of being GOAT is you have to be clutch. You see where you missed the big picture, Richard? You missed the bigger picture. So when Kyrie Irving dropped the napalm, it was to remind the world that if you're talking about somebody's going to be a GOAT, they have to be a clutch basketball player. Now, let's expound on Kyrie Irving when he said they're trying to pit brothers together. There's nothing wrong in that terminology. Last time I checked, Kyrie Irving is a brother, right? Last time I checked, LeBron James is a brother. With everything that's going on in 2020, with COVID, with BLM, they're brothers. Don't nobody hate LeBron James. Kyrie Irving don't have no hate for LeBron James in his bone. So when he said they're trying to pit two brothers together, you misinterpreted what that meant. He was speaking from that standpoint. Because you got to remember, Kyrie Irving is the one that spearheaded, let's shut the season down because there are issues bigger than us. Where were you, Richy Rich, when Kyrie Irving did that? Where were you when Richy Rich when Kyrie Irving was the spearheader behind that? Look at you. I know that look on your face because you was like, damn, I didn't think of that. You know me, they always got that counter. They always got that napalm. That you Nas, you ether. But remember, I'm super Nas, I'm super ether. I'm always going to be ready to drop that ether behind your damn ether because I know you coming with ether. But see, you didn't think of that. Kyrie Irving don't want brothers to be torn down. That's what he was talking about. See, you got to look at the context. See, everything has a context behind it. He wasn't retracting off of what he said. He was just trying to basically say, don't tear us two brothers apart just because what I said was true. Notice Kyrie Irving didn't take it back. He didn't say, oh, I didn't mean to say that. Did Kyrie Irving say that? No. See, if he would have said, I didn't mean to say that, then Houston, we would have had a problem. And Richy Rich, I would have agreed 1,000% with you. But Kyrie Irving never said that. Kyrie Irving restated his position when he said that LeBron James isn't clutch. They asked him again. He said, yes, LeBron James isn't clutch. I felt that when I was on the floor with him, I was the best option on every team I played for down the stretch. Then he turned around and restated on the boardroom, because this is the podcast with who? Kevin Durant. Whose podcast is this? KB Trade 5. And this is the first time in my career where I felt I can be that motherfucker that I felt like I can be that motherfucker that can take that shot too. But with Kevin Durant, I don't have to worry about that. I can willingly defer. See, you just gave us a little microcosm of what happened in that podcast. You didn't forget when they re-asked the question, Kyrie Irving said, yes, I'm restating my position. I felt that I was the best option. I felt that I was the most clutch. So how did he retract? This is what I was telling you. You didn't learn your lesson with Draymond Green. Stay on your damn game, dog. Don't let the media warp you or don't get caught up in terminology. Follow the script all the way to the T. Now, I love this game. We're getting on to you. Richy Richmond's chop suey up real quick right now. Now it's your turn. You sat here and said that Kevin Durant's game is what led. Nah. This is what I want you to do. I love this game. I want you to go back because it's on YouTube and you're going to say, man, he knows you was right. Whenever you know exactly what I'm talking about, because whenever going to be like, yep, he knows it's right. Go listen to Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr. Richy Rich, you know this. What did Steve Kerr always said about Kevin Durant? His leadership qualities are underrated. Did Steve Kerr not say that? I want you to get off mute. Every time I say something, I want you to confirm. Did Steve Kerr not say that every time throughout the time that Kevin Durant was playing? Did he not say that Kevin Durant's leadership skills was underrated?
Yeah, I recall him saying.
Okay, didn't Steve Kerr also say that Kevin Durant is the most intelligent basketball player that he's ever coached? Did he not say that?
Yeah.
And when you say intelligence, I love this game. Before you do counters, please hear me out. Because when you hear me out, you're going to retract for a second. When you say that somebody's the most intelligent on the basketball court, what are you speaking to, Richy Rich? Is that speaking to their physical game or is it speaking to their mental game?
He's obviously pointing out to the mental.
Okay, and then the first year that Kevin Durant played, within the first 20 games, that they played, what did Steve Kerr say about Kevin Durant's ability to learn the system seamlessly and his ability to fit within the game and to learn how to play off of the ball with the likes of a Stephen Curry? What did he say about that?
I mean, he just said he was he just said how, you know, he was surprised how fast Kevin Durant was able to pick up, you know, their system through that 20-game stretch.
Richy Rich gave you a little bit, and I'm going to tell you the fullness thereof. He gave you a similitude, but he lacked the fullness thereof. He said, not only am I surprised how quickly Kevin Durant picked up the system, he said, do you know the type of intelligent basketball player you have to be to pick up the system? And it speaks to his leadership qualities and his leadership skills. Do you know how many players that on the level of a Kevin Durant that still do not understand how to play off of the ball? And he thought, Steve Kerr said, I actually thought that Kevin Durant was going to have this issue with the likes of a Stephen Curry where he was going to have a growing pains. Kind of like what we saw in Miami Heat. Bomb, who did he dig there? LeBron James. Why did it take LeBron James over a year to figure things out? LeBron is supposedly high IQ. But Kevin Durant figured it out in 20 games. I love this game. I'm about to Hulk Hogan your ass right now. What do you got to say on that? That speaks of leadership. That speaks of your X's and O's ability to pick up the game of basketball. That speaks of your ability to understand the game of basketball. That's not just role players that are coming in trying to figure something out. That's just an acquisition of a player that's coming to figure things out. That means that you had to already have been a leader to then go into another system, figure the system out, and then operate in the system as if you're the catalyst of the system. That's leadership quantities. Now, I'm going to give you another one. Steve Kerr said that Kevin Durant has come into this team, taken over the leadership role of this team. He's galvanized the troops, and the team listens to him. He is the voice of the team. So when you sat here and said that Kevin Durant's game was the only thing that led to Golden State Warriors, no, it wasn't. Because you got to listen to the head coach. Don't take my word for it. There's YouTube videos on this. And if you want, I love this game, send me your email and I will send you the links and you're going to eat some crow on that. That's leadership right there. How do you think they won the NBA championships that they won? You think they won it because of Kevin Durant's game? You can have the greatest game in basketball. But if you don't know how to apply that into a team's concept, if you don't understand the X's and O's that's associated with basketball, if you don't know how to run sets, all of this is leadership qualities. If you don't know how to keep egos in check, temper everyone, if you don't know how to take someone like a Stephen Curry, who, mind you, was already the catalyst of the team, and make him defer, because a leader is not going to defer to just anybody. You think they're just going to defer because of Kevin Durant's game? Please. There's been plenty of basketball players that have come in, had phenomenal basketball games, and nobody deferred to their game. You're going to defer because that person's mental matches with their physical. And if you know anything about Kevin Durant has told you, I study the game of basketball. I'm a student of the game of basketball. I studied Kobe Bryant. I studied Michael Jordan. And when I studied them, one thing that I found that was reminiscent with them is the fact that they are film study extraordinaires. This is the approach that I have when I come to the game of basketball. I'm watching what the opposing defense is doing, and I'm now going back and verbalizing that to my team. Hey, this is where we need to be on this play. This is where we need to be on that play. You know what that is? I love this game. That's leadership qualities, because only leaders do that. That's not somebody that's just coming in ingratiating a basketball game. And guess what? There's a video where Steve Kerr talks about that, where he says that Kevin Durant is sitting right there in film study and he's dissecting the defense, and he's going back out there and he's letting the teammates know this is the weaknesses that we can exploit. You know who used to do that? I love this game. KB24, Kobe Bean Bryant. You know why he did that? because he was a leader. See, people don't understand. Y'all sitting here thinking that Kevin Durant won NBA championships because he was just a dominant basketball player. No, it don't work like that. At this level, we ain't practicing no more. We either got it or we don't. You have to be able to have the mental wherewithal to be able to win games, to close teams out. This doesn't just happen because you can shoot the basketball. Kevin Durant had those issues in the Oklahoma City Thunder. I love this game. If you want to tell me about the Oklahoma City Thunder, okay, I'll give you that all day. But he learned from his mistakes, grew the hell up, spoke to Kobe Bryant in the offseason. Yes, I have material on that too. Trust me, I'm going to be dropping a bunch of content on that. I'm going to educate y'all motherfuckers. Y'all going to be on Basketball 303 lane and higher when I'm done with y'all asses. Plenty of off seasons where he sat there and he was learning from Kobe. You know what he called Kobe? What did he call him, Richy Rich? Picasso. And he said what he learned from Kobe Bryant was his approach, his mental approach to the game. That's what impressed him more than anything. And he said he had to translate that to his game because he knew he had the physical wherewithal. But if he was going to win an NBA championship, he was going to have to approach the game the way that a KB24 approached it. That's leadership qualities right there. That is what's called being a leader, because leaders have to approach things on a different level. They can't approach it like everybody else. If Kevin Durant was going off of his own talent all of this time, he would not be a 2 finals MVP and a 2 finals winner at this point in his career. He would still be at 0 championship. You want to know what leadership looks like when it's gone bad? Talk to James Harden. You want to know what leadership looks like gone bad? Talk to Russell Westbrook, where he thought he could do it after Kevin Durant. You want to know what leadership looked like gone bad? Talk to Damian Lillard. You want to know what leadership looked like? I love this game gone bad. Talk to Luka Doncic. Leadership that's gone right is what Kevin Durant has done. Leadership that's gone right is what Kawhi Leonard has done, because leaders understand that you have to take the basketball game and you have to make sure that your teammates on the basketball floor, it translates or is an extension of what those X's and O's are that's drawn up on the play. Do you know how many times Steve Kerr was drawing up a play and Kevin Durant was right there looking at it, and Kevin Durant was saying, "Nah, we need to do this, we need to do that," to the whole fucking team? Only leaders do that. So it ain't just Kevin Durant's game. It's this right here that got the Golden State Warriors to win the title. Now, I'm done with that. Now, let's get on to Jaliktheleader and his nonsense where he was saying Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are 2 Robins. Marcus, for real, you want to know what the definition of a leader is? Since I know your LeBron tar self ain't been here for a while, it's called 2017 and 2018 NBA titles. You don't win these titles not being a leader on the basketball court. That has nothing to do with just your basketball game. That happens to do with you being able to make plays, you being able to understand defenses, understand sets, and understand how to exploit weaknesses. That's leadership qualities. That ain't no basketball game. Because if you're not a leader, you're not going to win in those instances. This is why LeBron James had a Dwayne Wade, a true leader that had bailed his ass out. This is why LeBron James had Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving technically was the borderline leader of that damn team. I don't care what anybody tell me. Because Kyrie Irving was smart enough to know how to exploit the Stephen Curry mismatch. That's mental right there. See, when people sit here and say that Kyrie Irving is not a leader, well, he was a leader on that damn Cleveland Cavaliers team because he was smart enough to understand that I got a mismatch here, and I'm going to exploit that. LeBron James ain't doing nothing, so I'm going to take care of that. It wasn't no basketball because he understood what he had in front of him, and he exploited it. Ray Allen was a leader. You know how many times Ray Allen was telling LeBron James, we need to run this set, we need to run that set? LeBron has had so many leaders on his basketball team, it's not even funny. And you know what's sad? LeBron is not even a leader right now. It's Anthony Davis. That's right. I damn near said it. Damn right I said it. Anthony Davis is the leader of that team because Anthony Davis is going to be the one that win the finals MVP. Y'all watch what I tell y'all. Because the leader is the one that anchors the offense and the defense side of the basketball. Anthony Davis is the offensive leader and the defensive leader on that damn team. And you heard what LeBron James said after game 1. And I told you, Richy Rich, I told you, Jaliktheleader, I dropped the video on it. LeBron James said, hey, man, you better withhold those stats, dog. Because if you win the finals MVP, I'm going to have to LeChoke for us, dog. I'll fuck around and lose this shit. Because I'm the one that's supposed to win the finals MVP. Yes. That's what LeBron James told Anthony Davis. That's why you see LBJ Riders media all over the place saying, "Hey man, you know LeBron is unhappy, man, with Anthony Davis, man, because you know Anthony Davis and the team, you know, they're not taking this serious." LeBron's trying to thwart and throw everything off topic. He's like Jaliktheleader. Jaliktheleader is a LeBron talk, so they get it. They do outliers. He's trying to do a outlier to screw Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis is going to win that Finals MVP. So bottom line is, LeBron James think he's slick, but Anthony Davis already got one stake at that Finals MVP. We know what it is, Richy Rich. What is it? 34 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. If Anthony Davis keeps scoring 30-plus points, he going to get the Finals MVP. That's why LeBron said, yo, I dropped 25, dog. I dropped 13 rebounds, and I dropped, 9 assists? That ain't good because you dropped 34, and they're going to remember how many points you scored. So next game, game 2, this is what LeBron going to do, Jalik, because I know how slick his ass is. Anthony Davis, I need you to drop 20, and I'm going to drop about 40 so we can even that bitch out. I already know LeBron, dog. He think he's slick. LeBron think he's slick, Richy Rich. That's what he's going to do. But you know what Anthony Davis going to do? I got a mismatch, y'all. I'm going to exploit this. Screw this. Because guess what? Anthony Davis is primed to win a Finals MVP here. We're talking about Bam Adebayo potentially not being there, Jaliktheleader. So that means Anthony Davis could go off like a damn donkey. So he going to look at LeBron like, yo, I might be the first person that say screw you, though. You already clowning me in the media saying I'm celebrating too fast. So how about I celebrate with 40 points in this game? Let me tell y'all something. Anthony Davis turn around and drop another 30-plus points or a 40-point game. It's over. It's fucking over for LeBron. And LeBron knows that. And watch what Anthony Davis pull on y'all. Anthony Davis mess around and win this Finals MVP. LeBron James is going to say, he's probably at the end of that series going to say, you know what? Screw this. Screw this. And Anthony Davis is going to say, I'm going to take my ass over to the Brooklyn Nets. Because remember, he signed a 1-year deal. Don't forget that, the leader. You sitting here talking about Kevin Durant. You sitting here talking about Kyrie Irving. He signed a 1-year deal. So I don't want y'all to forget that. So all of this stuff about worshiping LeBron James, y'all got to tell the truth on LeBron. Y'all got to start telling the truth on LeBron. And you know what the truth is, y'all? LeBron James ain't that dude. I don't want to hear GOAT material when a guy went to the NBA Finals 10 times and he's only won 3. Look at that. Richy Rich said it is confirmed. Bam is not paying. Woo! Anthony Davis, hey, Jaliktheleader. Anthony Davis throwing one of these to LeBron, dog. Fuck you. I'm dropping 40-plus points. What did I tell y'all? I love this game. Wonetta, did I not call this? You know, I got to gloat for a second. Did I not call this and say that this was a least path of resistance NBA title? A fraudulent fluky on the spot NBA title. They're not even playing the Miami Heat at full strength. How you going to give them credit? They're not even playing the Miami Heat at full. You think Jimmy Butler by himself is going to bail them out? Man, Jimmy Butler, who? Jimmy Butler, who? Listen, Jimmy Butler, you ain't proven nothing yet. I don't trust you. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, dog. Let alone I can trust you. When I think of basketball players that I can trust on the basketball court, in the foxhole, we talked about this, Jaliktheleader. You forgot. We're not about to laugh. I love this game about the laugh. Because my boy Tom Ross TV said that. If you had your life on the line and you needed a player with a life on the line that you had to go in the foxhole with, was it going to be LeBron James when I know 3 out of 10 times I'm dead 70% of the time? Why the hell would I play with LeBron if I have a 70% ratio of being dead? Basically, LeBron James is giving me the same average that I have if I'm in the military right now. What the fuck? Why the fuck would I want to be in a foxhole with him? When I'm in the foxhole with Michael Jordan, I got a 100% chance of living. When I'm in the foxhole with Kobe Bryant, I have a 71.4% chance of living. Who the fuck you think I'm picking in the damn foxhole? You think I'm picking them or I'm picking LeBron James? Come on, y'all. Or it's like LeBron is the ultimate wingman. Oh, there you go, Jalik. I'm giving you a language you can understand. Jordan is the ultimate wingman. Kobe is the ultimate wingman. And they're supposed to wing it so that I can get some ass that night. I go with LeBron. LeBron gives me a 30% chance of getting some ass that night. Fuck that shit. I didn't sign up for no damn 30%. But then if I hit up with Kobe, I got a 71.4% chance of getting some ass that night. Yeah, Marcus Harrell. Yeah, your ass laughing, but it's the damn truth. You know your ass is laughing over there. But if I play with Jordan and I got Jordan as my ultimate wingman, I got 100% chance of getting that ass. Who you think I'm picking? See, this is what you guys have to start asking yourself. You damn LeBron tart. If the game is on the line and you in a foxhole situation, who you picking? Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron? If it's time to get that ass, and I'm talking about getting that in your damn face, TNA, dog. Let me say it again. TNA, dog. You think I'm going with LeBron? 30%? You think I'm going with Kobe? 71.4%? Or you think I'm going with Jordan? 100%. I want y'all to think about that for a second. Jalik, I know your ass. Your ass ain't picking no damn LeBron when it comes to those situations. You're going to be like, nigga, please. LeBron Todd getting put to the damn side. This is about T and A. We ain't doing 30% over here. Fuck that bullshit. We want 71.4% or 100%. So what y'all take on what I got to say right now, dog?
This David Long dude got to be a troll.
Mm-hmm. We got LeBron Todd in here, Richy Rich. So go ahead. I'll pass the mic to you, and then Jalik get on the back end.
You can let Jalik go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I already explained this to you before. LeBron doesn't need Phil Jackson. Them two guys you mentioned, I don't even want to mention their name. They need Phil Jackson.
Nah, you got to answer my question.
LeBron doesn't need Phil Jackson.
Don't play that game. Answer my question. If you had your life on the line and you had LeBron James, that your life, I'm talking about your life on the line, and it's a game on the line, and it's a clutch situation, and you got LeBron James, you got Michael Jordan, you got Kobe Bryant, and your life is being decided by this basketball player. Who the fuck you picking?
We all can look at the stats. I mean, let me say, we all look at the stats. I know Louis Stat Tracker. Shout out to him. If you look at the stats, LeBron is more clutch than both of them. So I mean,
I asked you a question.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So what are we basing it on?
I asked you a question.
Are we basing it on stats?
I asked you a question. This ain't no setup question. This is a fact. Only LeBron talks gonna say a setup question. I asked you a question. If you in the foxhole and you got a gun to your damn head,
my dog, man, you talking bullshit.
You gotta pick. This is a simple answer,
nigga.
LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, or Michael Jordan. Who are you picking?
My dog know you talking some bullshit, bro. That's why she barking.
I asked you a question. You gotta answer the question, dog.
If it was like a game winner, LeBron is the best to me. So LeBron is the best to me pound for pound. So that's not to take nothing away from Jordan.
If somebody got a gun to your head, you picking LeBron?
It's to win the game?
To win the fucking game. I said
men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
LeBron James. Who you picking?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The numbers are there, bro.
Who you picking?
LeBron got the numbers, bro.
Okay. All right. So you basically said 70% dead. Now I'm gonna ask you another question.
You gonna die, Jalik. If that's the case, you dead. You already dead.
You already dead. It's like Ishiro said on Fist of the North Star. Why ain't I more sink they do? Don't you already know? You already dead. Now let's get on to the next topic. Now you got LeBron James as your ultra wingman. You got Kobe Bryant as your ultra wingman. You got Michael Jordan as your ultra wingman. You trying to bang that chick that night. Who you picking based on their NBA Finals percentage and their success rate?
Me personally, I don't need help. I don't need them. I'm not tired. Listen, I'm not Tyrone. I'm not Tyrone, bro. That's a stupid
question, dog. Answer the damn question. If you want to use them, okay. Let's say your mouth is muzzled. You can't talk. You can't do shit. And they're the ones that got to do the talking for you. Who you picking? Who you picking between those three?
I can't. I can't really answer that one. That don't work, bro.
We know Jordan got a success rate with TNA. We know Kobe got a 71.4% of TNA, but LeBron got a 30% success rate with TNA. We talking about
Jordan like to gamble though, right? Jordan like to gamble. He fuck around talking some out of the pussy. He talking some out of it. He started talking and gamble himself right out of it.
He got 100% success rate at it. But he gonna
gamble himself right out of it. He gamble himself right out of it. Hold on. Let me shoot these dice.
All right. You see what just happened? I love this game. You noticed that. That's why I said my boy Tom Ross, it's time to separate the weak from the strong. Tom Ross came with some real shit. From here on out, that's the questions I'm asking all LeBron tards, started with Jaliktheleader. Because guess what just happened? They avoided, and then they basically said they dead 70% of the time. You saw that, Richy Rich.
So why don't you
like your way, bro?
Yo, why don't you want LeBron to get Finals MVP? Like, where does this come from? Like, what's the reason? Like, what did I know you used to live in Miami. I'm sure you went to some of the Heat game. Did you ask for his autograph and he told you no? Why don't you want him to get Finals MVP?
Marcus, let me ask Marcus a real question. He said 3 for 9. What are you talking about? He's 3 for 10, Marcus Harrell, because he's been 10 times to the NBA Finals and he only's on 3. This is his 10 trip. He's no longer 9 now. Now you understand why he's 30%? The nigga's guilty until proven innocent. So in order for him to prove himself innocent, he got to win to be 4 for 10. But right now he's 3 out of 10. That's where I get that fraction from. So LeBron James is 30% until proven 40%. That's where that comes from, Marcus Harrell. Now go ahead, Jalik.
Yeah, so I'm curious, like, why don't you want him to win Finals MVP? You feel threatened by his stats? You feel like he gonna surpass the people that you feel above him, or did you ask for an autograph when you was in Miami? He told you no. Let the fans know why don't you want him to win the Finals MVP. I'm curious.
I'm laughing. I got to clown Marcus Harrell. Marcus Harrell said he's 50%. I told y'all, dog. Let me put this shit up. I told y'all. That's the dude. Now I remember. I love this game. You remember I was telling you that LeBron taught that I was going back and forth with that said that LeBron James is 50%. You remember when I told you that story, Richy Rich? I just remember it was Marcus Harrell. Juanetta, you remember when I said this shit? This dude said LeBron is 50. I told y'all, man. Anthony L. Did I not fucking tell y'all? They think LeBron James is 3 for 6.
He's 3 for 9. He went to AJ Finals.
I could tell this dude would sleep during fractions, dog. Listen, Marcus Harrell, LeBron's not 3 for 6. His ass went to the NBA Finals 9 times. I don't know where you learn your damn math. He went to the Finals 9 times, not 6. He's 3 for 9.
Yeah, that's true. You are right about that.
And then now he's at a 10th trip, so now he's 3 for 10, 30%. Where you get your math from, dog? Dog, these are the people. I feel sorry for this generation because these are the people that we got to carry over. These are the people that we got to worry about with our finances. 3 for 6. This nigga just said he's 50%. I told y'all, man. Even Jaliktheleader knows that LeBron James 30%.
He went to 8 straight finals. Yeah, he's right about that. He's 3 for 9.
Thank you. That's 3 for 9.
Because he lost in 2007 when he was with Cleveland the first time. Then he went to 8 straight finals from Cleveland to Miami.
He's 50%. Listen, man, Jalik, I'm gonna let you finish, and then Richy Rich, you get on the back end because we got napalms for days for these fools, man. Go ahead.
No, Anthony Davis is doing this thing. He won. He might resign. He should resign if he won a chip. It looks like they should win. I think Miami, you got to give them at least 1 game. They might even make it interesting with 2 games. They should make it interesting, but it is interesting that Abadayo's here.
Thank you, Marcus Harrell. You ain't as slow as I thought you was, though. He said, okay, I got you. Okay, you ain't as slow as I thought you was. You get it now. But this one right here, what's your excuse? What is your damning? Oh, my bad. You got a profile pic of LeBron James with Magic Johnson like he's Tupac and Shook. Woo, we about to roast your fucking ass. You putting him on the same level with Tupac? We roasting your fucking ass.
The question down is he gonna be like Ken Griffey Jr. and his dad? Is he gonna play with his son? So will he play that long? And if he does play that long, is he gonna have the most points in history? Because it'd be interesting for him to have the most points in history without being a gunner. You know what I'm saying? And shooting over 50%.
LeBron James only lost 3 times. Nigga, LeBron James went to the NBA Finals 9 times. He won 3. LeBron lost 6. What's wrong with your fraction, man? If I plus mathematics in your head, we fucked. Is this the new language that the LeBron tards are talking about? I done told y'all, man. I love this game. You saw it here on this live. Now you know I wasn't just talking out of my ass. Wonetta, I don't know where you at, but I should be seeing a whole bunch of laughing fucking emojis right now. These dudes, this is what we used to. These dudes today, they don't know how to count. And they wonder why they ain't getting no ass. Because they don't even know how to count. They wonder why they ain't getting no ass. They don't know how to count. I mean, come on. You can't do no simple math. The man went to the NBA Finals 9 times. He lost 6 out of those 9 times. That's a 33.3% NBA Finals average. Who told you he was 3 for 6? That would have meant that he only went to the NBA Finals 6 times. He didn't go 6 times. He went 9 times. Where y'all getting y'all math from, man? Gosh, this is pathetic, though. Whitby Brazy said, I'm lost for words. LeBron Tards isn't something. I told you, Whitby Brazy. You thought I was bullshitting. Go ahead, Jaliktheleader. Finish up, man.
If he win this finals, which he should, he'll be at 40%, 4 for 10, because this is his 10th finals. So he'll be at 40%. So if he win 2 more chips, that'll make him 6 for 12. If he tie Jordan, Richy Rich and them still ain't gonna give him his credit, but it's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? He can win 7 rings. He can go 7 for 13, and they still gonna find a way to say he's not the GOAT. But it's all good, bro. You can't please everybody, bro. It's all good.
Woo! He said, Jeffrey Puryear said, you are absolutely hilarious. Facts, he knows the sport. What is wrong with this dude? I told y'all, I warned y'all, I love this game. Jeffrey Puryear, even my boy, Jaliktheleader, and I got to give a prop. At least Jalik, I could trust him with math, dog. Jalik just told you 33.3, and if he win, it'll be 40. What the hell are y'all talking about, man? Gosh, I'm laughing right now. Richy Rich, time to drop that ether on the ass, dog.
Yeah, boy, listen. I'm not gonna get offensive on here, man, but these LeBron James fans, man, they like.
You better get offensive.
Yeah, listen, don't take it too offensive where I'm gonna go with it. But they like Trump supporters, man. They arrogant, they stubborn, man. I'm serious, man. These Brown fans are acting like Trump supporters, man. Like they just being willingly stupid. Because we just saw in that whole sequence right there where you got this dude that he had to be trolling with that nonsense that he was putting on the screen. He was saying that LeBron could lose 20 times, he's still the GOAT. Come on, bro. Listen, if you could just run your ass out of this chat with that nonsense that you putting on the screen right there. And what's his name? Marcus Harrell? Listen, I thought you told he knows I got you, but you still going back to the nonsense with the win and the win 3 and the loss 6. Come on, bro. You know LeBron went to 9 finals. We can even tell you the 9 finals that he's been into, and we can tell you which ones he lost and which ones he won. Come on, bro. Look at it. Look, 9 times, 3 for 6. Listen, bro. Hey, math was not your favorite subject, dog. I can already see that. You probably failed every math course that you was in with them type of percentages that you putting up. My goodness, bro. Listen. Hey. Wow. Okay, man. Hey, listen, man. Y'all, wow, man. That's a whole level of LeBron James fanship that I've never seen before. At least Jalik, boy, at least he on point with his man. Yeah, listen, man. Wow. Okay. This is what we got to deal with here, man. This is what we got to do. Listen, when you're dealing with this kind of a fan base, these type of dudes, listen, it's hard. It's hard to get what you're gonna say because these dudes, it's gonna go out one. It's gonna go in one ear and it's gonna go out the other. It's crazy, bro.
Woo! I told y'all, man. Y'all thought I was Jaliktheleader. You know what? I'm gonna have to say something to you real quick, dog. I actually apologize to Jaliktheleader. He ain't the worst LeBron tard. Now, when he say LeBron is the GOAT, we got a fucking problem with that shit. I still put him up there when he say that. But at least he ain't spewing lies. Jalik, I gotta give you credit. Compared to these dudes right here, why y'all think I created the word LeBron tard? Because it's a bunch of retards that are LeBron fans. So when you take retardation and you put it together with LeBron, you have what's called LeBron tards. Jalik, you're a LeBron nutsack rider, so I'll leave you at that level, but you ain't as extreme as a LeBron tard. So you get credit, dog, because at least you said 33.3%, and then you said he will graduate to 40%. Oh my gosh. These motherfuckers are sitting here now and saying that LeBron James is 50% of NBA Finals average. Things that make you say, Things that make you say, And look at this, Richy Rich. That's why I told you.
Something.
Want to get offensive, you better drop the napalm. They're coming.
Let me say something, bro.
Let me say something. In the first round feels like they can't say the same about MJ, who's 1 for 9. Come on, Richy Rich, you pulling back punches,
bro.
There's no time to pull back punches.
Dude, now they try. You see what this dude David Long saying? He said he's been to the dance 10 times. Name a player that did that. Listen, okay, I could name how many times he's lost in the finals. He's lost 6 times. Of course, he's been there 10 times. How many super teams has this dude been on?
Oh, let me answer that question real quick. You said name a player that's done that, David Long. You don't know the history of basketball. Bill Russell been there 11. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, David Long, look here. Do this to yourself. Slap yourself in the face. Bill Russell been there 11 times. Dude, higgity fucking hard.
And he didn't have to keep switching teams to do it. LeBron got to keep switching teams. Got to keep forming Voltrons in the league, getting top 5 players to go team up with him so he could keep going to the finals. How come he wasn't in the finals last year?
Ooh, and I love this game drop this. Of course, Kareem been there 10 times too. Thank you for that. So higgity fucking.
Listen, you would think him being there that many times he would still have a winning percentage. Why he got a losing percentage though? Bill Russell got a winning percentage. He's been there 11 times. Kareem got a winning percentage. He's been there 10 times. But yet LeBron got a losing percentage. So listen, man, it ain't all about how many times you've been to the dance. It's about how many times you won the dance. Get that right, David Long. Your boy's only won it 3 times. He's lost 6 times. He's possibly gonna win it this year because I mean, just look at that. Just look what he's playing against. Look at the outcome that he's in. He should win it. He better win it. So yeah, he's most likely gonna be 4 out of 10. That's still 40%. That's still a cut below of 50%, man. That's not this man not even breaking even. So he still don't meet the requirements to be a GOAT. You gotta be above 50% to be in that conversation. Okay? At 50%, you're not there yet. You gotta be above 50% to be in that combo. That's just straight facts. That's the facts. If you under 50%, come on, man. You're not even in the neighborhood. If you above 50%, okay, we can start talking. You still not the GOAT because there's guys who did it. There's guys like MJ. MJ's at perfection. And then there's Bill Russell. Then there's Kareem. Then there's Kobe. Then there's Magic. There's guys who won it at the 70%, 60%. LeBron hasn't even won. He's not even at 50%. He hasn't even broken even yet, man. Come on, listen to the nonsense that's coming out your mouth, man. Come on now. Let's not be stupid here. Stop being biased, man, and start looking at.
Answer the question. This fool said he lost 6 times. How many has he won? He won 3.
3 times.
He lost 6, but he went 9 times. Marcus Surreal. That's what I said. You are a LeBron tard. You are a retard and a LeBron fan. You don't realize in fractions in schools, they don't tell you that he had 6 losses and 3 wins. They go by the number of attempts versus the number of successes. This is what fractions is. What is his attempts? 9 times. What is his success? 3 times. So the fraction is 3 out of 9, not 3 out of 6. The media brain full of mush you. The media brainwashed you. The media dodo-headed you. That's why you're going off that 3 for 6. because they know how
Anthony
to deal
Tucker.
with the subconscious mind. And you fell for that bullshit. That's when we know this generation of people, this participation award era, they are plums. That's what I told you. I told you guys there was a LeBron fan. Now I realize there's a myriad of them that thinks that LeBron James is a 50% averager. Wow.
Those are the low IQ Bron fans. Yeah, listen. These are the I've been across some Bron fans that'll make you lose some brain cells. All right. I've been across some Bron fans that'll make you lose some brain cells from a second. But you guys, man, you guys take the cake, man, with this whole 50% finals average. Come on, man. I could go down the list of how many the finals that he's been to. 07, the Spurs, 11 when he played the Mavericks, where he choked. 12 when he won against the OKC. 13 where he was able to get the back-to-back title. He won that year against the San Antonio Spurs. 14 he lost to the Spurs. We on 4 titles already. 15 when he went back to Cleveland and he lost to the Warriors. He lost to Stephen Curry and them boys. He didn't have Kyrie Irving and Love in those finals. 16, Kevin Durant was on that team. That was the first time that Kevin Durant was able to beat his ass in the finals. 17, Kevin Durant got them 2 back-to-back titles on him. That's a total of 9 appearances, man. 9 appearances. So he lost 6 of them and he won 3. So that's 3 for 9. Stop with this 3 for 6 nonsense, man. It don't make no sense. That's the thing. See, the media has been messing with your minds, man. That thing that he knows was talking about in the past few shows. That what was it again? The MP.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the neurolinguistic programming, though.
The neurolinguistic programming. The media has twisted your minds. It's been in your minds, man. You guys have taken that 3 for 6, like it's 50%. You guys haven't been paying attention. You guys should know. You guys are Bron fans. You should know how many finals he's been to, how many he's lost, and how many he's won. So this is shocking to me, man. Seeing as you guys are trying to twist his finals percentage average. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Only the pettiest of fan would try to do that. You guys are showing that right now.
Mm-hmm. Listen, man. Let me say this eloquently, because now that I have them here, it's time to get them hot and bothered like grits. I love this game, everybody. I'm going to explain this to you. This is what neurolinguistic programming is. Neurolinguistic programming is the delusion of deluding your subconscious mind, so that the reason why you delude your subconscious mind is because you want to live in what's called an ultra reality or virtual reality. This is what LeBron Tars live on. Marcus Surreal, if you're a Naruto fan, you would enjoy this. David Long, if you're a Naruto fan, you're going to enjoy this. These motherfuckers are what we call, they're put in what's called the infinite Tsukuyumi, dog. If anyone understands the infinite Tsukuyumi, that's the ultimate Uchiha jutsu, because that jutsu is lethal, because it puts you into a trance. It puts you into a virtual reality. This is what the media has done. For 17 years, they have brain full of mush and brainwashed LeBron Tars and turned them into dodo heads. Do you guys understand why we use the terminology dodo heads, Anthony Tucker? Because you're a dodo head. We use this terminology because your brain has mush in it. If you open the brain, if they do a exam on the brain of a LeBron Tar, you know what they're going to find in their brains, Richard? LeBron Tar, LeBron Tar, LeBron Tar, LeBron Tar. That's what it says. LeBron. LeBron is the GOAT. LeBron is the best. LeBron is this. LeBron is that. Their brain is mushy, because in their brain there's nothing that has what we call spatial reasoning. Woo. I love this game. I know you like that. Wonetta, I know you like that because Wonetta's a book writer. They've lost their ability to do what's called logical reasoning. They've lost their ability for them to understand Rip B. Brazy, simple science and simple understanding. You know what's so profound with the human brain? It's the ability for the human brain to have neuron receptors clicking on all cylinders. The neuron receptor is huge because the neuron receptor allows the right side of the brain, which is the side that's supposed to be the barrier for the left side of the brain. The left side of the brain is the reasoning. It's the cognitive side of the brain. So what happens is neuron receptors allow the right side and the left side of the brain to fire on all cylinders. Here's what's happened to all of these LeBron tards. I love this game. Here's what's happened to all these LeBron tards, Anthony L. These people, you could tell they're less than 30 years old. Because at the age of 7, what happened to them is they had an ability at the age of 7 for them to have their neuron receptors to be clicking on all cylinders or to not. So something happened to them. Either they fell on their head or they were just presented with LeBron. If they're less than 25 years old, they were presented with LeBron James. And once they were presented with LeBron James, you know what the media kept saying? Look at this guy. We gave him $90 million before he dribbled a basketball. Do you not realize that's neuro-linguistic programming? Anthony Tucker, I would not mention my age at 34. That's embarrassing. If you are north of 30 and you're a LeBron tard, I would just put question marks next to my name. That's even worse because I'm coming for y'all ass right now. See, I'm speaking a language that y'all don't even understand. The bottom line is this. When you look at their brains and you look at how their brain patterns work and their brain functions move, these people have lost pivotal key moments in their early cognitive learning. This is why when you listen to a LeBron tard speak, they have speech impediment. Do you guys know what speech impediment is? That's when you stuttering and you tripling up your words. If you talk to most LeBron tards, something is off with them. Something is fundamentally off with them. There's something in that brain that's off. It's just not clicking. For you to sit here and to tell us that you allowed the media to neuro-linguistic program you to make you think that LeBron James is 50%, that tells me that you have allowed them to do exactly what they wanted to do. Go into your subconscious mind and dilute it. That's what neuro-linguistic programming is all about. Why do you think the media put 3 for 6 up there all those years? Because they knew that you were the average Joe Blow. You were the average Marilyn Sue, and you were going to follow script to it, and you were going to say 3 for 6 means that you are 50%. That's what it means. And that's sad. It's sad. It's damn near atrocious. And then the fact that you guys sit here and say, but he went 6 times. LeBron didn't even go 6 times. See, this is where you lost. LeBron James went 9 times to the NBA Finals. Remember,
Anthony Tucker's bending the truth.
Remember what they always talk about. They say LeBron James went 8 straight times to the NBA Finals, right? 8 straight trips in the Eastern Conference. Well, that debunks you, Marcus Harrell, that keeps saying 3 for 6. It debunks it clearly. Because if he went 8 straight times, that's already 2 more than the 6. Plus, you have to look at the 9th time, because the 9th time was against the Golden State Warriors. And we know that to be true. LeBron James has had 9 NBA final trips. He's won 3 times. In what world, in what brain is a 3 for 9 average 50%? You want to tell yourself this because you guys know that the upper echelon of the NBA pantheon of greatness is 50% or higher. Richy Rich, all of these LeBron tards are low-key He Knows His Sport fanboys. Let me say it again. All these LeBron tards are low-key He Knows His Sport fanboys. You see I love these games? Who set the standard? Lamar Newman, Rip B. Brazy. Who set the standard of what upper echelon is all about? It's supposed to be 50% or higher. It's a He Knows His Sport standard. And the reason why they want to fall in the ass in line with that standard is because they know if they say 3 for 6, then it justifies that LeBron James is at least minimum within the standard. But here's the problem. He's not 3 for 6. He's 3 for 9. So this means he's a 33.3% NBA Finals average. You're getting caught up, Marcus Harrell. This is why your math is awful. You've probably lost money from your landlord. Your landlord probably Jerry Hellered your Easy-E ass. You've probably got hoodwinked and swindled by some chicks. They probably took money from your ass. Because when you sit here and say he lost 6 times, you hung up on the lower level picture here. The bigger picture is it's not about him losing 6 times. It's about how many times did he go. Because in fractions in school, they teach you this. Fractions are successes versus attempts, not successes versus how many unsuccesses you had. Now, if you're telling me success versus unsuccess, it's 3 for 6. But when you say successes versus attempts, how many attempts did LeBron have? 9. How many successes did he have? 3. So when you take the 3 out of the 9, it's 33.3%. I'm sorry that you guys think it's 50 because the media has done a number on you guys. They spent since 2007, y'all. The media has been painting a picture of what LeBron James NBA Finals is. Do you realize, Richy Rich, when LeBron lost his first NBA Finals, they did not tell you 0 for 1. You know what they said? They said LeBron was 1 for 1. They were already putting the 50% in people's minds. You know why they did that 1 for 1 nonsense? Let me tell you why they did that. Because they were trying to say that LeBron went 1 time and he lost 1 time. You see how they fucking with you? But there is no such thing as 1 for 1. The success rate was 0. The attempt rate was 1. So it was 0 out of 1. See, these guys are embarrassing themselves because what they're showcasing to you guys is that their intelligence, their ability to count is suspect. And they wonder why they have mediocre jobs. They wonder why they can't be able to themselves to the next level. It's because of their ability to not count. I could see these guys getting hoodwinked when they go do grocery. Because if you're doing grocery and you telling me that somebody's 50% when they're really 33%, that means, you know what LeBron Tards have had? LeBron Tards have been robbed 16.7% of their lives each and every single time they go out, Richy Rich. You didn't hear what I just said? Every time a LeBron Tard goes out and they spend money, I love this game. They spend money, Wonetta. They spend money, Rip B. Brazy. They're being robbed 16.7% of the times. Because they're telling you in 16.7% of an error that LeBron James is 50% when really he's 33.3%. You know what they just did? They created, I love this game, Anthony L. They just made the Tibetan Mastiff come out in ultra mode. I'm dropping a 100-part series of why LeBron James is really 33.3% and not 50%. I have to do this because I clearly see that there's a whole bunch of people that don't understand simple math. As a matter of fact, I may put out a board in the background and showcase to you guys what math looks like. Maybe I have to reteach you guys what math should be because you guys are off with this math shit. You can't sit here in your brain and tell your brain that LeBron James 50% because you've been basically gargling the freaking LeBalls. Damn, y'all. I mean, come on. We get y'all have a fetish for LeBron James, but is it that bad that you have to now lie about the man's NBA Finals average? I mean, this is sad. This is weak. This is weak sauce. Even Jaliktheleader, a fellow LeBron Tard, told you that if LeBron wins, he will graduate to 40%. That means he passed his math class. Clearly, you guys have not passed fractions. Clearly, you guys don't understand percentage. And when you want to talk about MJ 6 for 6 in the NBA Finals. He's 100%. He's absolution. That's GOAT material. When you think of Kobe Bryant's 5 for 7. We don't say Kobe Bryant's 5 for 2. I don't know what this nonsense is. MJ 6 for 6. The media done told you MJ 6 for 0. That means MJ would have zero attempts. MJ had 6 attempts and he has six successes. So he's 6 for 6. So when you do the fraction of MJ, you don't do 6/0. That's wrong fraction. That's media fraction to you guys. That's LBJ Ryder's media fraction. Real fraction is 6/6. When they do Kobe Bryant, you notice the LBJ Ryder's media fraction, it goes 5/2. That's stupid. It's supposed to be 5/7 because Kobe Bryant went 7 times and he won 5 times. When you do LeBron James, you're supposed to do 3/9 because he went 9 times and he won 3 times. Now you have to do for LeBron 3/10. That means he's 30%. This is what these guys are not understanding, Richy Rich. It is sad But I told you and I warned you guys, Richy Rich, you thought I was lying. I love this game. You thought I was lying. You see it for yourself now. Anthony L., Wonetta, all of y'all thought I was lying. Rip B. Breezy, y'all see it. Lamar Newman, y'all see it now. Y'all see he knows his sport don't make shit up. These motherfuckers out here in these basketball streets are telling you that LeBron James is 50% because they hot and bothered like grits and they need to justify that LeBron James is something that he is not. Because they know in the pantheon of greatness, NBA finals average something. See, this is why he knows his sport kept that standard there of a 50% threshold or higher. Why do you think Jaliktheleader said that LeBron has to go all the way to 6 out of 12? You didn't catch that, Richy Rich? When Jalik said that? Because he said it's going to take 12 tries for LeBron to eventually get to 50%.
Let me say something.
He said, I've always seen it. I never thought you were lying. Salute. Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
Anthony Tucker, man, that dude is saying some disturbing stuff, man, about these comparisons about LeBron James and Michael Jordan. First off, man, listen, let's not even count the Wizards years, man. Michael Jordan amassed more MVPs, regular season MVPs, in 13 seasons than LeBron has right now. LeBron only has 4 MVPs. He's already in his 17th season. Jordan has a Defensive Player of the Year award in 13 seasons. He's been on more first-team defenses in 13 seasons than LeBron has in 17 seasons. Come on, it's not just about finals, man. Michael Jordan has the accolades out his ass. Let's not even go to that. Let's not even compare the percentages. Points per game wise, Jordan already, that scoring title, man. LeBron James is in year 17. He hasn't even caught up to Michael Jordan yet. And LeBron is in his 17th season. It's not just about finals, man. Jordan destroys this dude in literally everything. So I don't know what you're talking about. You saying LeBron would destroy Michael in one-on-one? Seriously? The way Michael Jordan approached the game? Listen, you gotta be a serious LeBron tar to utter some ridiculous nonsense like that out your mouth.
Balls, dog. LeBron James Richy Rich. LeBron James tell him open wide, and he opens out wide, dog. That's what it is. He's gargling the freaking balls.
Yeah, okay. Anthony Tucker, Bron passed Jordan in points with less shots taken. You know why? Because he's been on more super teams. When you go on super teams, that means you get more one-on-one opportunities. When Jordan was playing with the Bulls, you were seeing a lot more double teams. When LeBron went to go play with D Wade and Chris Bosh's wide percentages was so high, and why he was able to control his stats, control his percentages. He's seeing one-on-one matchups on a night-to-night basis. It's why LeBron likes it easy. He's a front runner. These past 10 years, he's been on super teams, dog. Only year he wasn't on no super teams was on last year's Lakers, and when his last year with the Cleveland Cavaliers with K-Love. But the previous years before that, man, he's been riding the high pine, man. Seeing that single coverage, taking advantage of that one-on-one matchup, staying at that high 50% average because he's seeing a one-on-one matchup every night because D Wade and Chris Bosh are taking away that attention that he was usually seeing in his first 7 years in Cleveland, man. Get it right, man. Stop uttering this nonsense, man. You gotta know that. Come on, man. You're a LeBron fan. You gotta know the facts.
Now, let me just say this real quick. Because the bottom line is
LeBron's pipe is down your throat, buddy. It's down your throat coming out your ass.
There you go. It's not only down his throat coming out his ass. He's doing a refill, though. He's doing a refill. Le gargle, le freaking le balls, repeat. Le gargle, le freaking le balls, repeat. Le gargle, le freaking le balls, repeat. This is what LeBron tards are doing. Matter of fact, that's what their brains are saying. Le gargle, le freaking le balls, repeat. Matter of fact, I just created a song. La gargle, la freaking la balls, repeat. La gargle, la freaking la balls, repeat. La gargle, la freaking la balls, repeat. That's what they doing, though. La gargle, la freaking la balls, repeat. La gargle, la freaking la balls, repeat. That sounds like some Willy Wonka type shit, though. They imps, dog. Oompa, oompa, oompa doo. How many Lagar balls I'm gonna get? Am I going to love gargle balls?
They
Am
being
I
bold. They being
going
bold today
to
because
love
they know LeBron
gargle
gonna win
balls?
this
That's what they
this
doing. They
fluky
like
fraudulent
gargling
title.
the balls, dog.
They being bold. They being bold. You notice how they coming up? They being bold today because they know LeBron about to win this fluky fraudulent NBA championship.
That's what they are. They're oompas, dog. I gotta say it one more time. Oompa, oompa, oompa dee doo. How many la gargle of the damn la balls? Is it gonna be one la gargle or two gargle or three gargle? I don't know. Maybe seven la gargles. No, it's nine la gargles. La gargling la balls. I thought LeBron was 50%, but really he's 33%. I'm gargling the damn balls. That's what they doing. They gargling the freaking balls, man. It's sad. Gargling the freaking balls and repeat. Because only dudes that's taking it that way can only come with some damn nonsense, though. The bottom line is this. We have to ask ourselves the underlying truths here. When we ask ourselves about GOAT status, we have to say this, and we have to be very clear about it. What defines a greatest of all time? There's three criteria. What have you done when the stakes were at its highest? What have you done when the stakes were at its highest? And what have you done when the stakes were at its highest? This is what GOAT status is all about. What is the stake that's at its highest? NBA Finals. This is what LeBron Tars run away from, Richy Rich, or they come with altered facts, or they come out with outliers. I told you guys, LeBron James fans have to come up with alternative facts to justify LeBron because they don't want to tell you he's really a guffer folk. Greatest finals failure of all time. This man has lost too many times. The first time LeBron James lost, he was out of the GOAT title. Anytime you lose even one time, you are absolutely eliminated from even being compared to Michael Jordan. Because when you think of Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals, he is perfect. He is 100%. He is absolution. You can't compare anybody that's less than that. It's like the Charles Barkley commercial. Anything less than that is uncivilized. You have to be 100%. Let me educate you, you LeBron tards. If you want LeBron James or anybody else, well, LeBron's already eliminated. He's out of the equation. Anybody that comes after, they can't lose in the NBA Finals. Once you lose in the NBA Finals, you are already removed from the GOAT status. The next guy that's going to be MJ has to have 7 for 7. Just like MJ was 6 for 6, that person has to have 7 for 7. MJ won 6 Finals MVP. This person has to win 7 Finals MVP. MJ never let that thing go to 7. This person has to never let that thing go to 6. You see, everything MJ does, that person has to do it greater. MJ won 5 regular season MVPs. This motherfucker got to win 6. This is what GOAT material is all about. This is what MJ, this is the standard that he set up. If you want to surpass Michael Jordan, you have to do these levels of feats in order for you to surpass him. Otherwise, if you don't do this, then you're not surpassing Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And what's sad is you guys are gargling the freaking balls on a level that you have to repeat. Because for you to sit here as a grown-ass man, tell me you 34 years old, which is sad in of itself. Tell me you 30 plus years old, which is sad in of itself. And tell me that LeBron James is 50% NBA Finals average when the intel tells us he's 33.3%. Are you kidding me? So now we have to give lies to prop up LeBron James' final resume? You don't have to lie about Kobe Bryant's final resume. See, this is when you know LeBron is a lie. This is when you know LeBron is an accident waiting to happen. This is when you know LeBron is a asterisk when it comes to the NBA Finals. His fan base, Richy Rich, has to lie to make him be along or a part of the pantheon of greatness. I would respect you, LeBron Tars, if you told the truth about LeBron. LeBron is the greatest at something. He's the greatest of losing. No one has lost the way that LeBron James has lost, and in the epic ways that he's lost. Jerry West has lost NBA Finals. Jerry West is 1 for 9. Damn near Will Chamberlain's 2 for 6. See, LeBron belongs with these guys, the lower echelon of the pantheon of greatness. Lower echelon is anybody that's 50% or less. That's where LeBron James belongs at his truest and his most properest levels. If you guys are being honest with yourselves. If you would have sat here and told me that LeBron was the greatest loser of all time, I would have given you guys credibility. You guys are not even saying that. That's what Rob Parker said. I just added the G in front of it. Rob Parker, because I like to give credit where credit's due. He's the one that said that LeBron James is the finals failure of all time. I just added a G in front of it because the way LeBron James lost in the NBA Finals. Now, you LeBron tards, let me go through some history with you guys. 2007, LeBron lost an NBA Finals. That was when LeBron was 0-for-1. And you guys said, well, that was his first time in the NBA Finals. Did they say it was Jordan's first time in the NBA Finals, win, lose, or draw? Did they say it was Magic Johnson's first time in the NBA Finals, win, lose, or draw? Did they say that about Larry Bird? See, always creating a lot of asterisks or la aberrations for LeBron James or la excuses for LeBron James. It's pathetic. LeBron James went to the NBA Finals in 2011. He was 0-for-2. 2 times he went to the NBA Finals, and he was 0 times a winner. LeBron James went to the NBA Finals in 2012. He was 1-for-2. I'm doing the fraction so you guys can get it. Follow me. 1-for-3. Because LeBron James went 3 times, and he won 1. So he was 1-for-3. That was his first initial variation of 33%. 2013, LeBron James went to the NBA titles 4 times, and he won 2. If you want to know that any time LeBron James was 50%, it was actually at that time. Because LeBron James was 2-for-4. Then LeBron James went to the NBA Finals in 2014. That was 5 times. Remember, he's still at 2. That's 2-for-5. Right? Y'all tracking? Then LeBron James turned around and went to the NBA Finals. And what year was that, Richard? 2016. No, 2015. That's 2-for-6. Then LeBron James turned around and went to the NBA Finals in 2016. He finally won that one. 3-for-7. Then LeBron James went to the NBA Finals in 2017. 3-for-8. Then LeBron James went to the NBA Finals in 2018. Lost again. 3-for-9. Do you see where we get the 3-for-9 from? Let's recap it. 2007. 0-1. He lost to the San Antonio Spurs. 2011. 0-for-2. Lost to the damn Dallas Mavericks. 2012. 1-for-3. Beat the Oklahoma City Thunders. 2013. 2-for-4. That was the only time LeBron James touched 50%. Beat the San Antonio Spurs. 2014. 2-for-5. 40%. Lost to the San Antonio Spurs. 2015. 2-for-6. Back to 33%. Lost to the Golden State Warriors. 2016. 3-for-7. Still golfing between 30 and 40%. 2017. 3-for-8. 2019. Lost again to Kevin Durant. 3-for-9. Now he's gone a 10th time to the NBA Finals. But yet he still only has 3 wins. He hasn't won his 4th. So right now, until he's proven innocent, he's guilty as charged as 30%. 3 successes, 10 fucking tries. You see where we get the math now? See, I have to slow this thing down to a dumb language so y'all can understand it. Because y'all don't get it. LeBron James been to the NBA Finals 10 times. You guys hear it. How is he 3-for-6 when he's been there 10 times? The math's not adding up, y'all. Because the media is telling you on one end he's 3-for-6, but he has 10 trips. No, he's 3-for-10. Because if he has 10 trips, you have to talk about the number of attempts versus the number of successes. 3-for-10. 30%. This is the worst we've seen. Yet a guy has lost this amount of time, and you're trying to tell me he's GOAT? And then you have somebody that tells me if LeBron James loses 30 times, he's still GOAT? That tells me that you guys are part of participation award. Jim Kelly went to the Super Bowl 4 times. He lost every single time. Does he get credit for going there? Or does he get credit for winning? You see what I'm saying? It's not making sense. No, I love this game. This is not about reaching. It's about me showcasing to them versus a math here, how you calculate it. They're off. These people are off. They don't get that they're off. And the sad part about it is by going back to doing this, it's showcasing to them how much more off they are. LeBron James has mastered the art of the 27th law of power. You want to know what this is, Richy Rich? It's called cult-like following. Marcus Harrell, you're a cult follower, or you are a Lecoq follower. David Long, you are a Lecoq follower. Anthony Tucker, you are. LeBron has put you in his cult. Y'all don't even realize the cult-like ways that you guys are distributing here. Because only a cult would believe so much into their leader that they're willing to tell lies about that damn leader. It's sad, but this is the truth. But here's the thing that I like about The Last Dance. That's why MJ dropped it as timely as he did, Richy Rich, because Michael Jordan knew that The Last Dance needed to be dropped at this moment because they were going to try to say that LeBron James was the GOAT if he won this fraudulent, fluky, on-the-spot NBA title. Now let's talk about Scottie Pippen, because I feel we need to talk about it. Pippen confirmed what we talked about here. Pippen said that this is a joke of an NBA Finals. The first person that said it was Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal said this is a fraudulent, fluky, on-the-spot NBA title. This is the least path of resistance NBA title. The reason why they allowed this NBA restart to happen, and LeBron Tars don't want to tell you this, is because they needed LeBron James to win a desperation title. When you think of this NBA title, Richy Rich, this is a desperation NBA title. Because NBA Nike invested $90 million in LeBron James. They have to recoup their initial investment. So that means that they're going to do anything in their power to make sure this guy wins. They don't even care if he's winning an aberration or asterisk. When people look back at this NBA title, this would be a joke of an NBA title. This would be the easiest NBA title to win because you don't have Kevin Durant there, the best player in basketball, bar none. The guy that made the legacy officially done, the cachet officially over. You don't have any of these teams that were in full strength. The Los Angeles Lakers were the only one during COVID-19 that was actually playing basketball. Nobody else was doing that. So to sit here in your own brain and to rationalize and say that LeBron James is the GOAT when he's been to the NBA Finals 9 times and only won 3, and they have to give him a title in an asterisk of a year, in a least path of resistance NBA title year, in a fraudulent, fluky, on-the-spot NBA title year, it tells me everything I need to know about you, man. Now talk to them, Richy Rich.
This man said this is the hardest title. Scottie Pippen already came out and told you that this thing is a sham, bro. How can this be the hardest title when there's no traveling? That right there is a hard part. When you just played an intense game that probably went into overtime, and let's say it's game 2, the opponent, the visitors came and they won a tough, decisive game in game 2. They beat the team that had home court advantage, and they tied up the series. Now they got to travel to the other team's home, and they got to deal with their crowd. Listen, man, there's no traveling. Sometimes the travel could be rough. It could be a rough process. You may not get to your hotel. You may get there late at night. They don't got to deal with that. They're in the bubble. Once they're done with their games, they go right back to their hotels, and they chilling. They don't got to deal with the fans, the distraction. Some of these role players, man, if they got to deal with some of these fans in these stadiums, these guys wouldn't be producing like they are now. So these guys don't got to worry about no fans screaming at them or calling them garbage or something, or getting under their skin, getting in their nerves. These guys are playing in a silent gym, man. Are you kidding me? This is the hardest title? You got it, man. Man, listen, you are in a cult. Just like Hino said, you in a cult, buddy. You in a trance. And what's his name? Marcus. Bruh, man, you still on that math stuff, man. Bruh, I saw that you said you mentioned you was an ex-boxer, man. Maybe too many shots to the head. Maybe too many blows to the head, man. Hey, man, come on now. Wisen up, bro. Smarten up. This is the hardest NBA title. Are you serious? These dudes, man.
This NBA title is going to be the biggest joke. It's going to be the biggest laughing stock. Wherever Kobe is at, God rest his soul, he's probably laughing at this shit. Michael Jordan is laughing out of this shit because if this is how LeBron James has to win and to be in the lore of Lakers greatness, it's sad. This is why I can't wait for
Answer that question. Answer that question for he knows. Cool, calm King just made a response about the Clippers. Answer that question for him.
Oh, I answered. He said, just curious as to why the Clippers choke if there's no travel and it's such an easy environment to play in. The Clippers game is predicated upon them being defensive oriented. To be a defensive minded team, you have to have your legs under you. You have to be playing an insane amount of basketball. They are a two-way team, a two-player type of team. Both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard missed significant amount of times in the series. And prior to the COVID-19, the Clippers were peaking. Then they went in a 4-month drought. They thought the NBA season wasn't going to happen. This was a very unique year. See, you guys don't know basketball. See, I don't expect y'all to understand basketball 303 lane or higher. For a two-way player to be effective, they have to have their legs under them effectively and consistently. And if that doesn't happen, they can't be effective. So that's what happened to the Los Angeles Clippers, if you want to know. Because two-way teams need to be playing basketball as much as fucking possible so that they keep themselves in well-conditioned shape. That's what they need to do. Now, in terms of them blowing a 3-1 lead, okay, what about LeBron James? He blew a 2-1 lead twice in the NBA Finals. You don't tell me about that, cool, calm King. That happened in the second round. Tell me about that. Do you even know the 2 times that LeBron James blew a 2-1 lead? I'll tell you. He blew a 2-1 lead in 2011 with the Dallas Mavericks. LeBron James blew a 2-1 lead in 2015 against the Golden State Warriors. Did you remember that? Did you remember that? Keep that same energy, dog. Keep that same energy. See, anything you have, we have a counter for that. LeBron blew a 2-1 lead. I would rather blow a 3-1 lead in a playoff series than blow some fucking 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals and do it twice. In 2011, LeBron James went from the chosen one to the frozen one. How you up 2-1 on a team and then you blow it if you're LeBron James? 2-1 for LeBron James is just as bad as 3-1 for anybody else. Because the way that you guys talk about LeBron and saying that he's GOAT, if you're supposed to GOAT, then you don't blow a lead like that. When you up 2-1, you're supposed to dominate. LeBron made you believe that he was playing against a dominant Golden State Warriors team. But he was up 2-1 and he couldn't close them out. He couldn't close them out. This is NBA Finals. 2-1 in the NBA Finals is the equivalency of damn near 3-0, up 3-0 in a playoff series. Because it's the weight of the NBA Finals. There's 3 NBA seasons, y'all. There's the regular season, there's the NBA playoffs, and then there's the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals is its own series. Because the NBA Finals is about the chip. That's a higher judging level. Because we're talking about pantheon of greatness. Pantheon of greatness is not decided in no damn regular playoff series. Pantheon of greatness is decided in the NBA Finals. And if you are choking in the NBA Finals, you're not the chosen one. You are the frozen one. LeBron has choked 6 times. LeBron has went 9 times to the NBA Finals, and he's won 3. And y'all gonna sit here and tell me that's GOAT material? And then we're talking about playing in the bubble. Dwight Howard is talking about how the bubble got him having depression. I'm telling y'all, this is a joke. Lou Williams talked about how the bubble is all fucked up. All we got to do is golf and play fish. This is what we're dealing with here. They made this fraudulent, fluky, on-the-spot NBA title, this least path of resistance NBA title, so LeBron could win something because they know Kevin Durant is coming back next year. They know Mr. Anti-LeBron is coming back. They know when Kevin Durant comes back, the natural order of basketball is going to return. They know LeBron's going to eat that crooked little 35 foot in the damn shot. And they don't want Kevin Durant to come back and LeBron doesn't at least get one more chip. This is the last chip that LeBron is going to get. After this, Kevin Durant is running the league for the next 3 years. And Kevin Durant is going to surpass LeBron James because Kevin Durant is going to have his 4th title, but guess how many tries he's going to have it in? He's going to be 4 for 6 to LeBron James 4 for 10. And if we do the fraction on that, that shit doesn't even add up. See, this is what you LeBron tars don't get. You can't call a guy a GOAT when he's lost as many times as he's lost. LeBron James lost as many NBA finals as Michael Jordan has won. I just dropped the napalm on that ass. LeBron James lost as many finals as Michael Jordan has won. That's not GOAT. I'm sorry to tell y'all, that's not GOAT material. Mike's been alley-oop right back to you, Richy Rich.
You know what the problem with these Bron-tards is? They're looking at how many times Bron has brought a team to the finals. That's all they're looking at. They're not looking to see if he won or lost. They just look, okay, he brought a team to the finals, but they don't understand why he was able to bring a team to the finals.
Yep.
When you are constantly moving around, teaming up with superstars, all-stars in the league, yeah, you're going to keep going to those finals. How come he didn't go to know one of these mediocre teams and try to get them to the big dance? He had to go team up with certain talented players around the league.
Yep.
It don't make no sense. Like, when he went to the Heat, he teamed up with D-Wade. Man, D-Wade was a top 3 player then. When we talked about who were the top 3 guys, at that time it was Kobe, LeBron, and Wade. Those are the names you heard as the top 3 guys. LeBron went and lined himself with D-Wade at the time, and they brought Chris Bosh. That Chris Bosh was like cherry on top. And them boys ran roughshod on the East. They went to the finals 4 straight years.
Facts.
It basically monopolized the Eastern Conference. 2 teams got weaker in that conference: Cleveland Cavaliers and the Toronto Raptors. Those teams were no longer playoff teams, man. And they were basically able to run that conference for 4 seasons. They kind of underperformed because a team like that was supposed to win 3 championships, at least 3 titles. They came up with 2 championships out of 4 tries, 50%. You know, 50% is okay, is good for a team that doesn't have a team like that, that doesn't have firepower like that, doesn't have weapons like that, like a LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. A team like that got to win 3 champs, man. You saw what the Warriors did. Warriors were able to win 3 chips in their run. He couldn't do that. Come on now, man. Them boys underwhelmed. They underperformed. And then when LeBron James saw the wheels was coming off on that team, he saw how talented Kyrie was, and he colluded with Kevin Love. He told Kevin Love, listen, man, find a way to get yourself off Minnesota. You coming over to Cleveland. We're going to trade that first pick over there. It's going to be me and you two. You guys, Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving already established themselves as all-stars. They were on the all-star team the year prior. Kyrie was a rookie of the year. LeBron went to go and teamed up with another 2 set of talented players. And then, you know, they were able to win a championship. They went to how many finals? 3 finals? And they only won 1. Golden State pretty much ran LeBron James in that era, in that run.
Correct.
And then now,
BJ Freeman a homie, but correct him on this right here.
Yeah. LeBron started the modern day super team. BJ Freeman is right, man. He started that trend.
No.
You don't think he's correct?
No.
In the prime, as a player, well, he didn't kind of like say it the way he was supposed to say it. As a player in your prime. If you're talking about Boston Celtics,
modern day super team, there you go. Now you're talking. There you go.
Exactly.
You said it. Go ahead and say it again.
Yeah. Listen, LeBron started that teaming up in your prime years. At 26, that's when a player is in his prime. They were calling LeBron James the best player in the game while Kobe was still in the league winning championships. The disrespect that they did to Kobe. Rest in peace. Kobe was still winning chips. They calling this man the best player in the game. Really? And this man, and you know what he did to the NBA? When the NBA already set that carpet out for him, said he was the best player in the game. They was handing out this dude MVPs. He goes and says he's going to take the easy way out. And he's going to team up to win his chips. With D-Wade and Chris Bosh as the best player. You know what? I don't understand. If you're the so-called best player in the game, you don't make moves like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't make moves like that. How great how great are you if you got to team up with guys like that?
Facts.
Are you really great?
Yep.
When you gotta make a move, I always hear these LeBron fans talk about how great LeBron is.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really that great when he gotta make these moves?
Exactly.
He always leaving for something new. He got to team up with a top 5 player, a top 3
Mm-hmm.
player.
Mm-hmm.
This man is really that good.
Mm-hmm. Because LeBron Tar should tell you this, Richy Rich. If LeBron was so great, why he didn't stay in Cleveland? See, this is a question people are not asking. Why did he stay in Cleveland if he was so great and win a championship there? Why did he have to go to Miami Heat with Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley? If he's so great, why didn't he just win the championship in Cleveland?
Exactly, like a cool calm kid, man. They talking about LeBron rebounds, he blocks shots, he gets but this man can't win with superstar talent.
Thank you.
Come on now, yeah. He does all these things, but that man needs super talent around him.
Thank you.
Let's call facts back. Let's say, yeah, exactly. Let's give a spade a spade. This man can't win if he don't have super talent around him. That's just the facts. Okay? So this nonsense y'all talking about, okay, LeBron James could win with any rock. Hell no, that's a lie, that's a myth. That don't exist. That don't exist. Stop listening to the media. Y'all letting that NLP penetrate y'all brains, and y'all being numb nuts, because that's false, man. This guy can't win unless he has superstar talent around him. Exactly. That's how he can play his game. That's how he can. That's how he can produce in this league. Exactly. If he don't have superstar talent, he's not winning. That's just the truth.
Exactly. Because who did LeBron James play with? Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. See, this is what LeBron Tars don't want to tell you. How did he win his NBA title? Didn't he play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh? Who did LeBron James win his title in Cleveland with? Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Last time I checked, these are NBA superstars. Who did LeBron James play with in Los Angeles this year that got him to the NBA Finals? Anthony Davis. Isn't he a superstar? Notice there's a commonality here. They're not telling you this stuff. They don't want you to hear this. They just want to hear whatever they want to hear. But I thought LeBron James could carry a Hobbit to the NBA Finals. Isn't that what they told us, Richy Rich? Yeah. You could put LeBron James with anybody else, and they would just be carried on to the NBA Finals. Isn't that what they told us? Isn't that what they told us?
That's what they told us.
With all of these guys, and all of a sudden, these guys don't get no credit? Because when he played with the Miami Heat, here's the thing. Dwayne Wade was a top 3 player. Do you realize when LeBron James joined, BJ Freeman, I hope you understand this. When LeBron James joined with Dwayne Wade, who was the top 3 players in the game of basketball at that time?
Kobe,
LeBron, and Wade. Wade was a top 3. When Chris Bosh got to the team, Chris Bosh was a top 10. LeBron had a top 3 player and a top 10 player on his team. Kevin Durant ain't had no shit like that. You could say Stephen Curry was a top 3, but Klay Thompson a top 10? Don't make me fucking laugh. Draymond Green a top 10? Don't make me fucking laugh.
Not even a top 20 player.
You see what I'm saying? LeBron had a top 3 and a top 10 player, and he was only able to win 50% NBA Finals. He told us not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, not 10, and I wouldn't have told you this if this wasn't the case. And he turns around and poops out 50%. Do you know if Kobe Bryant played with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, that would have been a 4 for 4? Do you know if Michael Jordan played with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, that would have been 4 for 4? Do you know if Kevin Durant played with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, that would be 4? So how did LeBron James do 2 out of 4? Cool Call King, I already said Steph and KD. I mentioned 3 players. See, your math is off. I mentioned 3 superstars. That's what I mentioned. Dwayne Wade was a top 3. Chris Bosh was a top 10. Was Klay Thompson a top 10 player when Kevin Durant got with him? Fucking no. He was a top 20. This is what LeBron has played with. Now let's go to Cleveland. In Cleveland, Kyrie Irving was the best point guard in the game at that time. You know that, Richy Rich, right?
Yeah.
That's
what they were calling him.
3 years, Kyrie Irving was the best point guard in basketball, and they didn't care about Stephen Curry. And LeBron James played with him. And Kevin Love was considered the best doubles guy in the game at that time. You know that, right? And they called Tristan Thompson a borderline Dennis Rodman. You remember that?
Yep.
This is
J.R. Smith was the 6th man of the year.
Tristan Thompson made Draymond Green cry in 2016, y'all. Made Draymond Green go to his mom's shoulders. This is what LeBron had on his team. And they tell you LeBron didn't have no super team. All those years that LeBron played with the Mo Williams and all these guys in the world, they were able to carry LeBron James to 60-plus wins. You think that was LeBron or was it his team? Go look at the stats. Go look at the stats on these guys and look at what they were bringing to the table. And you guys will understand why the Cleveland Cavaliers were where they were at. Daniel Marshall, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Mo Williams. All these guys were putting
Drew Gooden.
Stats. Daniel Boobie Gibson. What was that other dude? Larry, what's his name? He averaged 20 points per game. Can't remember his last name. Larry something?
Larry Hughes.
Larry Hughes. Larry Hughes averaged 20 points 3 straight years that he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But they don't tell you that. But it was all LeBron. Yeah, LeBron my ass. Every player LeBron wanted on that team he got. Did he not get Ben Wallace? Did he not get Shaquille O'Neal? He got every fucking thing he wanted.
He got Antoine Jameson.
Back the hell up. Antoine Jameson. LeBron got everything he fucking wanted. So I don't want to hear this nonsense.
He could have even got a Murray. He said he didn't want a Murray. He could have got a Murray.
And could have got him. And here's the other thing, too. Who does LeBron James have on the Los Angeles Lakers? Anthony Davis, who leads in 90% of the statistical categories for the Los Angeles Lakers. Do they talk about that shit? No. But they want you to believe that LeBron James did all of this heavyweight lifting on his own. Only LeBron Tards could manufacture this. Christian Butler, I'm glad you came in. They sat here and they rationalized in their brain. LeBron Tards will hurt your feelings. They will hurt your brain. They sat here and told you that LeBron is 50% NBA Finals average. I don't know if you was listening the whole time, Christian Butler, but this shit is hilarious. It's hilarious to see how LeBron Tards have fashioned their brains to sit here and think that LeBron is doing something that we haven't seen. No, BJ Freeman.
They don't respect role players. You could tell these guys are casuals. They don't respect role players.
Yes.
They're casuals.
LeBron Tards don't want to hear the truth. This is truth-telling fashion in its most cold-hearted, in its most unadulterated, and its most cutthroat truth-telling fashion. This is why we call it truth-telling fashion, because we have to tell the truth on LeBron. Every little lies y'all want to tell, we're going to tell the truth behind it. LeBron has been to the NBA Finals 10 times. He's won 3. How is that GOAT material, y'all? Don't sell me on that bullshit. How is that GOAT material? A guy lost 6 times, could potentially lose 7, but he ain't going to lose 7. They're going to make sure he's 4 for 10. But he's GOAT? You've already been eliminated from the GOAT status when you lost your first NBA Finals. Because when you're being compared to Jordan, you have to be absolution. 100% NBA Finals average. Kobe Bryant is 5 for 7. 71.4%. Do you not know that's a 39? Wait, is it 70, 71, 33? That's a 38.4% golfing over LeBron James and NBA Finals average. 71.4 for Kobe. 33.3% for LeBron. LeBron is 16.7% from even meeting the minimum of NBA Finals average. What are you guys not getting here? But he's GOAT? So what does that say about you guys in your generation, man? Richy Rich, I done said this already. The next generation of basketball is going to laugh at you, LeBron Tards. Because they're going to say, hold up. This guy was 6 for 6. This guy was 5 for 7. This guy's 4 for 10. And you said this guy that's 4 for 10 is better than them? They're going to laugh at you guys. You guys are going to be the laughing stocks of basketball generation because they're going to see that you guys can't do simple math. You guys can't add up. You guys can't compute. Because anyone that has a brain and that uses simple math and understands how simple math works, they would never say in their mouth that a guy who's averaged 40% NBA Finals average is on the same level with a guy that's 100%. I mean, come on. Is the participation award era that fucking bad that we giving out participation awards? I didn't know we gave out awards for those who just showed up to the dance. I thought we gave out awards for those who actually won. See, this is the culture.
Cool, calm king. Did LeBron even make it? Make it to the playoffs his first season?
This is what we're talking about. I love this game. You called it cancel culture. That's exactly what it is. They cancel truths in their brains. They cancel what's real. They want to believe in lies. But see, for every lie that's being told to you guys, this is why platforms like this is here to tell you a freaking truth behind your damn lie. The lie is as simple as this: LeBron James is not that dude. And when the next generation shows up, they're gonna laugh at y'all monkey asses, because the next generation is gonna say y'all rabbit asses didn't get it right. What the heck is wrong with y'all? And y'all telling us to look up to. Listen, if you have a child, when your child becomes 18 years old and you're part of this generation of LeBron tards, your child is not going to listen to you. And they have every right to not listen to your ass. Because if you rooting for LeBron James, consider yourself fucked up. Just consider yourself all fucked up. There's no logic in you. How can you expect to be respected if you root for LeBron James? Because they can't take you seriously from a logical standpoint. Yes, I fucking said it. Because you're telling your kids that it's okay to just show up and to not win. You're telling them that competitiveness is done. You're telling them that competitiveness is done away with. You're telling them that competitiveness is pushed to the wayside. I mean, it's ridiculous. BJ Freeman, I like 50% of what you said there. Because I like BJ Freeman. That's the homie right there. 50%. The second half of what you said was good. The first half, you could do away with that and rewrite that again. But the second half of it was good. It was great material, actually. Great fucking material. The bottom line is this, man. And we have to tell ourselves this. We have to tell ourselves this. Go ahead, I love this game. Hey, we ain't got no problem. But you know what? Let's let them ride, because guess what? They think they're enjoying themselves. They think they're enjoying themselves. Wonetta, this is pathetic. This is what we're dealing with, y'all. This is what we're tolerating. I told you guys this stuff. I prepared you guys for this stuff. But you know what? They've reignited us. They've reinvigorated us. And you see why I told you, Richy Rich, we can't stop talking about LeBron? Because LeBron tars are always talking about LeBron. And you know how you counter with truths? You know how you counter lies? You have to always counter it with truth. So every lie they say about LeBron, you have to tell the truth. That's why we always have to talk about LeBron. Because you know one thing LeBron tars have, and they've adopted from He Knows His Sport? They've adopted unlimited pressure, but they've adopted it for the wrong reasons. They apply unlimited pressure on your ass when it comes to LeBron. So you have to apply double unlimited pressure on their ass. That's why we always talk about LeBron on this platform. This is why we get them hot and bothered like grits. This is why we have to tell the truth. Because the bottom line is this. LeBron tards are what they are. LeBron fans that are retarded. You took retardation and LeBron, you put it together, and they are LeBron tards. I love this game. Said, I know you want to school me though. School them though. Damn, I know you want to school them though. Damn right. I gotta school them. This is why I'm asking for I love this game and Wonetta Thomas. We're gonna have to have a courtlet here of He Knows, Richy Rich, I love this game, and Wonetta. Listen, I love this game. Listen, Wonetta, if y'all not invigorated, if y'all not motivated to come on and do lives after y'all done seen this fuck shit, y'all done seen this week, next week, I'm challenging both of y'all to come up on this thing. If y'all not invigorated by this, so y'all can give y'all takes, so that we can see women clown these LeBron tards. Because that's what it's going to take. Because, you know, when it comes to the opposite sex, a lot of times, it takes for women to make men, a lot of times, feel extra stupid. Especially when these men are nothing but boys. This is the generation we're dealing with, man. I done told y'all this shit. Men that are not men, or men that give you the similitude that they are men, but they lack the fullness thereof of being men. Because they're nothing but boys. When you talk about LeBron James and you say that he is a GOAT and you revere him in God status, something is fundamentally wrong with your ass. Am I lying, Richy Rich? I'm giving you the mic so that you can have the last floor before we close out, man.
Straight facts, man. But you know, these fans, man, they've been getting out of hand, you know, since this year, since they knew that LeBron was able to pick up a top 5 guy in Anthony Davis, you know, and they felt that he finally had a chance, which he does now. It looks like he's gonna win. So they were kind of quiet last year. Like in my encounters with them, they weren't really. Maybe you on your end, you were probably dealing with some LeBron fans over there where you at, but over here, they've been kind of quiet down here. Last year, because LeBron wasn't in the finals, he wasn't even making it to the playoffs, so I wasn't really hearing any chatter out of them. But this year, man, they've been they've been bold, they've been reckless, man. They've been coming at me at all corners, boy, and I got to defend myself now. But you know how it is. They're gonna be able to talk some trash this year. But guess what? LeBron is still below 50%. He's just now getting his 4th championship in his 17th season, and he's still under 50%. So what does that tell you about LeBron?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been able to maneuver from team to team to team to accomplish getting these championships. Why is it so hard for him to have a winning percentage, and he has the cheat code? It's like him playing a video game. It's like this man's playing GTA 5, and he done put in all the codes. He got unlimited lives, unlimited weapons, and this man's still finding a way to die.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make any sense. That just don't make no sense to me. LeBron is still dying, and he got all the cheat codes. That's what. Give some of these other greats the cheat codes that LeBron has had. That's all I'm saying. That's what I want to bring to the argument. If some of these greats had the cheat codes that LeBron James had, these guys would have flawless resumes, man. Flawless resumes. Give Kobe the path that LeBron has had. Kobe would have like 9, 10 championships. Jordan would have like 15, 14 championships. Man, y'all LeBron fans are ludicrous, man. Some of the stuff, just give some of these greats, these past greats, some of the cheat codes that LeBron has had. This man has been able to maneuver for this past decade like no other. I've never seen a player be able to maneuver, be able to put himself in positions to be successful and fail like him.
Exactly.
Wow. These players didn't have these opportunities that LeBron had in the past, man. But imagine if they did. Larry Bird playing all those years with bad backs, bad spine. Imagine if he was able to form these teams, go play with Isaiah, Magic, do all. Oh my, come on, man! Y'all need to think with some sense, man. LeBron got the cheat code, and he's still at 3 championships. What does that tell you about LeBron?
Yep.
He is a fraud, man.
Yep.
Listen, it's not that hard to compute, man. That's all I'm trying to tell you. This man out here being able to do what he want to do, and he still can't cut the cheese. I'm done, man.
Well, Netta, I got you. I love this game. It's time for you to drop your Gmail. I'd already saved. Well, Netta, it's time for you to drop yours because we're gonna have to have a roast session. Thank you, Wonetta. You definitely on next week. I'm gonna have Wonetta and I love this game all throughout next week. Oh, I love this game. Say, how do I contact you directly? He knows. Hey, I already can see. She don't want no groupie love, though. Let me go ahead and throw that to you. All right, I peep. Hey, I love this game. You know I peep. Wonetta don't care. Wonetta's like, screw it. I peep you. I love this game. I peep what's going on. There you go. That's me right there. There you go. That's me. Bam. Gmail. That's it, though. Because I got to make sure the sisters are in the building. She said, I'm not posting my personal. There you go. I already know. You know I peep. Hey, Richy Rich, you know we peep, though. Alpha's always peep, though. She ain't trying to do that. Wonetta, though, she's like, I already done did this. Wonetta's like, I don't care. I'll bust her head. You know, it don't matter. Wonetta on some other stuff. She don't give a damn. She don't give a fuck. How about that? She don't give a fuck. But I love this game. I peeped you. I see why you did that. Trust me, game recognized game. But anyways, the bottom line is this, Richy Rich. In its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-teller fashion. Next week, guess what you're going to see, Richy Rich? Me, you, Wonetta, and I love this game. We're going to tear this motherfucker up. It's going to be 2 brothers, 2 sisters. I mean, we're going to have these LeBron tards feeling some type of way, dog. Because the bottom line is, when you look at LeBron, thank you, Wonetta. I was just about to say that to BJ Freeman. LeBron James is a very BJ Freeman. You want to know what LeBron James level is at? LeBron James is what we call a very, 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 very good player. That's what he is. But he's not great. Because to be great, the terminology great is thrown around so harshly these days. It's thrown around hard. She said, what day next week? I'm going in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. So you might as well. Wonetta, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Hey, listen, Wonetta. Listen, I love it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There you go. Y'all already know. We're doing 3 because the number 3 is the number of confirmation. Louis Sports Network, salute to you, brother. The bottom line is this, BJ Freeman. I consider LeBron James a very, very good basketball player. Louis Sports Network, I already know, man. He ain't got to apologize, bro. We already spoke. You don't got to apologize. You already know. Work come first, brother. Listen, LeBron James is not great, BJ Freeman. And the reason why I don't consider him great is because of everything that he did in his career. When you see a guy has to quit, Richy Rich, has to have a quit game just to win the next year, that's not great. When you see a guy swallow up because he don't want to swallow up his pride, BJ Freeman, and let Dwayne Wade win that Finals MVP because Dwayne Wade averaged 28.6 points, that's not great. I seen Kobe Bryant swallow up his pride to make sure that Shaq get those Finals MVPs. Kobe could have easily got the Finals. He could say, "Fuck you, Shaq. I'm gonna dominate." He swallowed up his pride and let Shaq get those Finals MVP. That's what greatness is all about. LeBron couldn't even do that because LeBron is selfish or less selfish. When I see you have the finals that you had against the San Antonio Spurs, when you blaming it on the AC, isn't Tim Duncan older than you at that time? Isn't Manu Ginobili older than you? Isn't Tony Parker older? That's not great material. When I see that Kawhi Leonard locked your ass down, a second-year player at that time, that's not great material. You're getting done up by guys that's younger than you. Greatness personification doesn't get done up by the youngers. They do up the youngest. The master doesn't get done up by the student. The student does up the master. Because the first of the 48 law of power tells you this. What does it tell you? That the student will never be above the master. That's what the first of the 48 law of power tell you guys. The student will never be above the master. And this guy right here turns around and loses to Stephen Curry, a high-octane beta, A-gay alpha wannabe. Got done up by Dirk Nowitzki, a guy that he was supposed to beat. There's no reason, BJ Freeman, that Dirk Nowitzki should have beaten LeBron James. And I know you a Dallas guy. I know you a Texas guy. But keep it real. LeBron shouldn't have lost that NBA Finals. If he wanted to prove he was chosen, he shouldn't have lost that. But he got done the fuck. JJ Barrera locked up LeBron James. That's right, LeBron told you. I want to hear it. JJ Barrera and Jason Terry. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. These are not guys that's supposed to be locking up a LeBron James. They locked his ass up. And this is the guy y'all want to see here and tell me he's great? The word great gets thrown around, BJ Free. I'm sorry. LeBron James is not even in my top 20. He's in my top 30. How about that? LeBron James is a top 30 player of all time. That's how I look at it. That's the bottom line. Because I ain't trying to play with y'all. The bottom line is this. When we look at LeBron James and we look at the basketball player that he is, it's like my boy Tom Ross said, because he was on some Comedy Central shit the last time. LeBron James is an accident waiting to happen. He's an accident. That's what he was. A freaking accident. He's a freaking aberration, Richy Rich. You know what LeBron James is, Richy Rich? LeBron James is the worst thing that ever happened to the NBA. Because what has been cultivated out of LeBron James? People believe that all you have to do is participate to win. You don't actually have to win to win. That's why I can't wait till this motherfucker's legacy is gone and done with. Matter of fact, he don't even have a legacy. Because to have a legacy, you have to have signature things that you have done in your basketball career. You want to know what LeBron James' legacy is? That's right, LeBron told you. I'm about to get hot and bothered like grits. His legacy is to show people how many times you get somewhere and how many times you lose. That's his legacy. And if that's LeBron James' lasting legacy, I want no parts of that. I don't need somebody to tell me how many times I need to lose. I don't need somebody to tell me how many times I need to do something. I need somebody to show me how many times I can win it. Whew. I dropped that napalm there, though. That was a mic drop moment. I need somebody to tell me how how many times I could win this thing. Not how many times you can do it, not how many times you can lose it, but how many times you can win it. So you LeBron tards, for every little lie y'all tell, we gonna tell that damn the truth. Richy Rich, we buried these cats, dog. We cemetery silence they ass, dog.
Cemetery silence.
Wonetta, I love this game. Whew. The combination of Cortlet that's gonna happen with that, I can't fucking wait, dog. And the number 3 is the number of confirmation, y'all. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we tearing this bad boy up, y'all. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Y'all have a great weekend. Those that are new to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all share. Check out my boy Lewis Sports Network. He's gonna be covering the game. Make sure y'all check that brother's channel out. Make sure y'all have that brother be the one to tell y'all how things are gonna pan out in the game scenario. Make sure you guys, you know what I'm saying, continue to support this platform. We gave you guys a great show. Donate whatever you could donate. Super chat, Cash App. We appreciate it. We appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for everything that y'all done. But when it's all said and done, we're going to keep telling the truth. I love this game. Say he knows. Why don't you ever use the link in the chat for the panel? Well, I'm going to send the link in the chat. I'm going to do that. But I prefer like you. I'm just like you. I'm personal. I don't want anybody up in my shit. How about that? That's a language you could understand. Give me those laughing emojis again. I don't want anybody up in my shit. You think I just want to drop that link in there so a LeBron talk can show up? Oh, I'm a LeBron card. LeBron. I don't need to hear that bullshit. So now you know I love this game so you can laugh. I need you to send me your info so that we can get together and we can make sure we on the damn show. There you go. I feel you. I knew you was going to laugh when I said that shit. Could you imagine? I have 20 of these. Lewis, you know, this thing could go up to 12 people now. Could you imagine 20 of these motherfuckers? LeBron. Now get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. We don't need that. We need to mute y'all motherfuckers, and we need to make sure we control which type of LeBron tards could come up in this motherfucker. That's what we do. And if it is a LeBron tard, at least look polished like Jalik. At least sound like Jalik, because y'all can say what y'all want about Jalik. Jalik at least sound educated, BJ Freeman. Could you listen to these LeBron tards, dog? When they talk, they hurt your brain cells. They like LeBron, man. You know LeBron. Fuck LeBron, man. Fuck him. LeBron. We ain't got time to hear all that bullshit. We got to moderate y'all asses. Y'all stay in the fucking chat. How about that? That's how we look at it. And LeBron fans are reminiscent to what LeBron is. Rudy pulling plum brains. Classic Dolce Troglodytes. Ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric, right? And when it's all said and done, he knows, and Richy Rich kept the foot on the what? On the next. We kept the foot on the what? On the next. It was 2 of us versus all these damn LeBron tards, and we eat it and we murk their ass, though. Because that's what we do. We send them packing. Marcus Harrell look like he been punched too many times in the face. Stay your ass away from fucking boxing. Don't ever touch gloves again, though. Put your face up there. You look like you been eating fucking punching sandwiches, though. That's the problem with LeBron tards. They look and they feel like shit. How about that, man? Y'all take care. Y'all be easy. You know me. I'm always getting my last dig in, dog. Y'all take care. Y'all be easy. Salute to everyone, y'all. That was for all of them out there, man. Peace.